Wait for you to do anything. Not a single thing. Okay? Give it a second, y'all. We will get some more debates and some actual debates. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me and turn on that bell. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for debates, and debates require evidence. Okay? Hi, how old are you?
I am 20.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
I just had a question for you because I'm a young mom myself. And I'm like working on bettering myself every day. Um, what what punishments are not considered abuse, like in your eyes?
Punishments that
Because,
don't harm the child.
as
Well,
in,
you know the definition of abuse? Do you know what the definition of abuse
yes,
is?
I've been abused most of my life.
That doesn't
But
mean you know what the definition of abuse is. Do you know what the definition of abuse is?
no, not off the top of my head.
Right, so the definition of abuse is the maintaining of a particular power dynamic via recurrent uses of violence. Anything that is not that would not be abuse.
So, like putting a child in a corner, wouldn't that cause like psychological
It
abuse?
depends on the context in which you are putting them in the corner. If you're putting them in a corner anytime something happens as a form of isolation, then that is abuse. But there are some instances in which isolation for a child who is experiencing a lot of emotions at once, where that can actually be beneficial to them.
Okay,
There
so
are
in like,
people who like this is their job is to like study like what produces the best outcomes for the child. So um it might also depend on the child, like with things like timeout.
yeah.
But like I know that well like we have a friend who talks about like time out, time in. I haven't looked into it, but like I think Parker said that like that is more like beneficial to the
Yeah,
cat
so I
to the
do so I have a 3-year-old, so we do like 3 minutes out. You know what I'm saying? 3 minutes in, 3 minutes out. For his age, every year he gets older, we'll sit him in his time out, and you know, but
I
I,
mean, yeah, if that is effective for the child and healthy for the child, then it wouldn't be abusive.
yeah,
But
yeah,
in
yeah.
the context in which you're using it as a way to isolate the child away from from
Yeah,
other
no,
people
absolutely
and
not.
things
He's
that would make
never.
them calm down, then yeah, that would be abuse.
Yeah, no, he's never isolated. He's always in the same area as we are. He's just in like we call it the timeout chair. I just wanted to know what your like thoughts were on
Yeah, no,
other types of
I don't.
punishment.
Yeah, I wouldn't classify that as abuse. There wouldn't be any harm befalling the child. If anything, it would just teach
Okay.
them like emotional regulation.
Yeah, and that was really it for me because I've been listening for a while, and I myself have been trying to become a more understanding, better parent, and I just wanted to know your thoughts because you have given me lots of information today. So I just wanted to know what what your thoughts were. But yeah, that's really it for me. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you, y'all. Yeah, be safe, be safe. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. If you haven't already, go ahead and double tap that screen, y'all. Follow me and turn on that bell. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate you guys. That was great. That was really great. I think she's gonna be. I think that kid's gonna be a-okay. Hi,
Yeah.
how old are you?
I'm 50 years old.
Cool. So, do you think that spanking is abuse?
Yes and no.
That's a contradiction. Pick one.
Okay. Um, if it's excessive and you bend the child over your lap and you could continuously to spank the bottom, yes, that's abuse. If you give them a little swat on the butt, tell them no, you can't do that. I don't see that as abuse.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you dictate when something is excessive?
Excessive, like say, my daughter, when she was a little girl, she runs through the house. She couldn't pronounce truck, but it came out with the F. After a while, she was saying it just for because she knew it was a bad word. Okay, then she knew it was a bad word, and then she got to the point to where she would say it
I don't. I don't. I
frequently.
don't. I don't need all this. I don't need all this. I'm just
Do you have a
asking.
PhD?
What
Are you licensed in this?
do you have a high school diploma?
I have college. I have a college degree. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very good. Very, very good. W, big strong man, big smart man. Anyway, then that means you should be able to answer basic questions.
No, I came. Let me elaborate on something.
I
I
don't
came
want
from
to
a
hear the
household.
personal experiences. I asked you a very straightforward question as to what would determine when something is excessive. You then went on to tell an entire fucking story, of which I don't give a shit about how your kid said fuck one time, okay? I don't care. I'm asking you, what is the criteria for something being excessive?
Is going overboard on doing it. Like
What
she
is the
says, word.
criteria for that? How do you determine when something is excessive?
She's
one,
asking
two
me like
swats,
where
and
the
that's
line
about it.
is.
I mean, honestly, if it's not abuse, abuse is when you excessively to harm someone.
I don't know why you keep using this word and you clearly don't know the definition for it. I'm
Obviously,
asking
you
you,
don't
what is
know
the
with your dumb black
criteria?
ass.
There it is. There it is.
Wait, what did he say?
With my dumb black ass. There it is. There's like a weird overlap. There's an overlap every
What?
time. There's an overlap every time.
Jeff, you
Come
need to
on, dude.
leave, dude.
College
Well,
educated,
fuck
by the way,
you and
Chad.
fuck that nigger.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
they're
Oof.
actually like so good at pretending they're just like
They're like rational
uneducated.
people and just
Yeah.
like, yeah, like, be for real. There's always an
Like,
overlap,
oh, I'm
chat.
just an old guy who's like not in with the new evidence on spanking and then just drops the N-word. Like,
Yeah. College education, chat. College education.
everyone was like, be nice to him, be nice to him.
Yeah, no, I'm not nice to old people. If anything, I'm actually more mean to them. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 25.
Cool, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
Um,
If
okay,
you don't
so
already have an opinion on this, I'm gonna go on to the next person.
no. I do have an opinion. So more generalized, like corporal punishment. I guess I do believe it as a legitimate method of disciplining. Yes. Um, in certain situations, you just need instant correction, and at the end of the day, like all other species, we are animals. We just happen to have an extra tool called verbal communication. But in the essence of things, like how animal parents correct their children is with physical corrections, right? Not
Yeah,
necessarily.
so why should we hold to this? Like, why should I ever give a fuck about the fact that like a cow was gonna like buck their child? Like, why should I care?
Because of just like how
Some
psych-
species eat their babies, right?
Yeah, you want us to act like gerbils now? Like, what the fuck?
no,
This is just
not
this is literally just a naturalistic fallacy. No one gives a fuck about what other animals do. We're not other animals.
well. I like to I believe that it feeds into how our natural psychology works.
Yeah, but
right?
are you a
There's purpose.
gerbil though?
That's not what I'm.
Well, the point
That's
is
not
that
relevant.
you're using the fact that other animals might do things like physical correction or physical punishment, but there are some species that also like eat their offspring. So the point is that if you don't think that therefore it's okay for humans to eat their offspring, your line of logic is doesn't hold up.
That's not necessarily relevant
It
about
is though
that.
because that's what you brought up.
Okay, so you missed my point entirely.
No,
My
I
point.
didn't. You brought up the fact that animals behave in a particular way. We gave you an example of animals behaving in a particular way, and then you said it's not relevant. It's because you just fundamentally already don't agree with it. That doesn't mean it's
No,
not relevant.
because we're discussing the specific topic of corporal punishment, and I'm trying to explain
And you
how.
cited animals.
Right.
Like, can you
In
tell
the
me
concept.
if
And
other
if you're
species
not
doing something means that
right.
we should do it?
Because my point
Okay.
is, you've set a principle here. You've set a principle here, and now we're holding you to that principle, and then you disagreed with the principle, which means that you disagree with your argument.
Let me simplify it.
You don't need to. We understood it.
No, you did not. So
Go on.
the actual principle is that there are things in nature that happen that we as humans we can actually learn from, and in a way we can explore how these natural things affect our psychology. Now, with that being taken into consideration, when we look at child development from an educational and scientific perspective, so we got to look at what are the psychological benefits and disadvantages.
Then why are you talking
certain
about
science-
animals? Like,
Huh?
why are you talking like you just learned these fucking words today? If you're gonna talk about the actual psychological advantages of these things, why did you cite animals in the first place?
Because psychology is part of our DNA. How we function as humans is
Then
like
why did you cite animals? If you're just going to cite
because
fucking
we are also
psychology.
technically animals.
Yes, but why are you citing other animals? What was the
Because
relevance of that entire argument if you're just going to refer back to human consciousness?
I cited animals to prove the fact that yes, these are natural things that work with psychology. That's
Natural
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
work
Like we can see it
good.
across different species,
Yeah,
right?
natural doesn't mean good. Natural doesn't mean these things ought to happen.
Like it
I
is
didn't say
natural
good.
for
I said
gerbils to eat their babies.
Obviously, you're talking in the context of pro spanking, and then you use the word natural, which means that you are pro natural. And if you were not pro natural, then you wouldn't use the word natural. There are implications to the words that come out of your mouth. This is what grammar is for.
What do you mean when I say? Okay, what do you think I mean when I say natural? Can you define that a little bit?
Occurring in nature.
Yeah.
No, I
If
don't
you
mean
mean
it.
anything other than that, I would implore you to never use that word again, because then
Yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't know
what
the
it
definition.
says. That's what it says in Oxford. Existing or caused by nature. Not made or caused by humankind.
Okay.
But like, not everything that's natural is good. In fact, there's a lot of natural things that are bad and that we make illegal. Like some people might have like a desire, you could say like a psychological desire to do things with people who are not adults. That might be natural for their brain. Maybe, I don't know if they were born that way or not. I haven't looked into it like that. But that doesn't make it right. Oh yeah, someone said poison ivy. Like poison ivy,
Yeah.
but we don't like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, let's move on from that perspective of nature, because I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with that.
From your
Do you see-
perspective.
Like, do
Morally
you see why it
speaking,
doesn't work?
huh?
Do you see why the natural argument doesn't work?
No, not necessarily. I just feel like we're approaching it from a different
So
perspective. So I want to move on to a different point.
Then how else are you ever defining it? That's what that word means. You can't just make up new definitions for these words. No one's gonna know what you're talking about.
if you want to concede on that and try a different one, that's fine. But
Yeah, no, I mean, I completely hear you ladies and where you guys are coming from.
We're not coming from anywhere. You mean the dictionary? What are you talking about?
I am talking about that. I think that you guys are not hearing exactly what I'm trying to say. You know what? That's perfectly fine. We can agree to disagree. I like to
No,
move
we
on to a
can't.
different point.
That would imply that you made a good point and you didn't.
No, that doesn't imply that I made a good point. That just
That's
means
what agree to disagree means.
why don't you try to lay out your argument again? I'll write it down so that it's like word for word.
I'm not going back to the argument. I'm gonna go to a different point.
Okay. Are you gonna concede?
I actually don't know what that word really means.
It means like you
You acknowledge that there's no way to continue on with your argument
yeah.
and you no longer hold to it.
I acknowledge that I don't think I'm gonna really make you guys understand what I understand. Also, English is my second language, so I have a hard time trying to find the way to like describe what it is that I see in my mind, because I'm also like a visual person, so sometimes it's hard for me to describe and put into words. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my next point, which is from a moral standpoint. So growing up, yes, I did grow up with corporal punishment. That was something that my parents utilized, also being immigrants. And at the time of growing up, like, yeah, I was like, why the hell is this happening to me? And
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why you guys keep doing this. I don't know why you guys keep doing this. I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
Well, that your experience isn't important to you, but when we're talking about whether or not spanking is abuse as a whole, we'll need like an argument that can apply to society as a whole.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm walking.
Yeah,
through
but
my
like
journey.
skip over your personal experience because it doesn't help you. Like at all. At all.
That's kind of mean.
It's very mean. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, very well. As you wish,
Important to
ma'am.
you. It probably is very important to you, and that's okay. But that's not why we're having this conversation. Is what we're saying.
That's what you're
Very well.
saying. I'm joking.
I'll skip to the point. See, if I were to have kids, I have already decided that the way I would discipline them, and in the circumstances where corporal punishment would be a legitimate thing. Now,
Yeah.
the standard for because you asked it in your previous discussion, what would be like the standardization for abuse or for abuse or excessive. For me, my standardization would be anything that breaks skin, breaks bones, does like physical harm to flesh, stuff like that. And honestly, I don't see
So
any
psychological abuse is an abuse. Certain types of grape is an abuse.
No, I'm only talking about physical abuse
Grape
this
is physical
case.
abuse.
Yeah,
So
that is actually physical abuse. Yes, and I
yeah,
completely see
and
that.
not all grape leaves marks. Not all grape leads to any kind of like physical markings, any kind of physical injury. So in the context of that type of grape, you wouldn't see it as abuse. Got
No,
it.
that is something called sexual abuse, which is clearly defined
Sexual
in the
abuse
law.
is physical abuse, my love.
As far as the law concerned, physical abuse and sexual abuse are categorized in different aspects in court
Yeah, so
in
sexual
order for
abuse is a
trial.
type of physical abuse. It requires the physical. Be for real.
Yeah, no, for real, like literally, yeah, it is a physical
Okay,
crime.
then. So then
But
then it's physical abuse. Anyway,
yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying in the United States courts, those two things are categorized
yeah,
differently for the
they're
purpose of
categorized differently, even though they're the same thing.
for the purpose of trial. Ma'am, please do not interrupt me. I like to give
Exactly. So
you
like this is irrelevant. I don't know why you even disagreed. It doesn't fucking matter. We have different words to describe the same thing. It is the same type of abuse. Okay?
right.
It's
But
not relevant.
when I'm speaking for the context of clarity, I'm using those specific types differently so that we can understand
Does, but
exactly what it is that I'm
but that
talking
doesn't
about.
matter though, because you're gonna have to hold to the fact that like you're not gonna view that type of abuse is abuse because it is physical abuse. I don't care what it says in the law, unless you believe that like what is lawful determines what is moral, right? I don't know why you're holding to that.
Words do have meaning.
Yeah, I don't think you know
And
that.
yeah, I do know that actually.
Right.
And
So what I've just
especially when
described
we
to you,
have
I don't
men.
know why you can't engage with what I just said. Why are we moving on?
I'm not moving on. I'm addressing that because you're making it very difficult to have arguments because you make everything literal and you don't understand that, especially the
I
language of
don't speak in
English,
parables, bro.
especially in English, words mean a lot of things. Words are interchangeable. There are similes. They mean a lot of literal things. There's a lot of figurative language that can be used. So, in the purpose of being clear, when I say one thing, for the purpose of this discussion, when I say
I'm sorry, but like they probably got a phone call. I'm sorry, but
I am
like
only
you're only what? You need to. Oh my god. You need to scroll out of the app and scroll back in. I don't care to speak to you if you're only going to speak in parables when it is convenient to you. Like no. Like this is going to be a nothing conversation if you're just going to speak in poetry. Like what?
I just want to say that his criteria was anything that breaks the skin, bones, or causes physical harm. His criteria was anything that
Holy
breaks the
fucking
skin,
shit,
bones.
dude. Scroll out of the app and then come back.
Holy fucking
Shit, dude. Scroll out of the
Under this criteria, shaking your baby would not be considered abusive. Like giving your baby shaking.
I said scroll out of the app, not leave the app.
Would not be considered abuse under his framework.
Yeah, a lot of terrible things would not be considered abuse under his framework. I don't know why these people do that. I don't know why they say that like they fucking ate. Like Jesus.
When you have them think through it, they don't believe it either. It's just
Yeah.
it all.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about spanking. Shut up. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all, give it a second. The algorithm just straight up cut my entire life. Fuck this app. On God. Give it a second. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
I do.
Okay,
I really
cool.
do.
Okay,
Thank you for
cool. I'm just looking for people who believe that it's not abuse. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We will get some more debates in. In the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. Thank you so much, Nestor, for the happy Friday. I appreciate you. Let's go on to the next
Hey,
person.
hold on. I'm gonna come on. Sorry. Hey,
How old are you?
I'm old enough. I'm 27, and I
Okay.
don't think that spanking is abuse.
Okay, why
And
is that?
before you try to ask me to cite my sources, I do feel like personal
You
experience.
didn't make a claim, and it's not. It's not. I don't care what you
Girl,
feel. It's
please.
not. It's
We're 5
not.
seconds into this conversation. Not too much.
And you've already said something incorrect, so I'm going to correct you. Okay? So yeah, it's not in the context of a debate. Your personal experience will never be evidence.
Okay, moving forward.
Good.
Do I think that spanking is abuse? No. Do I think that it can be? If it's in excessive use, absolutely. The same
Yeah,
way
so
like
when is
if you
spanking not abuse?
spanking is not abuse if it's a couple of times. If the same way that if somebody insults you, let's say a parent says something to their child that their child doesn't take lightly, they're not verbally abusing them because they said something wrong one time. You may hurt somebody's feelings, but you're not verbally
Well, it
abusive.
depends what they said. If a
Yeah,
parent calls their child like stupid, I think that is verbal abuse,
even if
even
it's
if they
one
only say
time.
it once.
Well, I think that if somebody calls their child stupid, that is verbally abusive, but that's with the intention of hurting them, as
Yeah,
opposed
no,
to
it doesn't always have to be with the intention of hurting them. I can be like, oh my God, you're so stupid, and that child can still take it as something painful that can cause harm.
And so
Anyway,
if
so
you
what's
were
the
so if you were
definition of abuse?
following your logic, if you were to say, "Oh my God, that's so stupid," and your child took it as abuse, would you still consider that to be verbal abuse?
It would. So anyway, so
You sound so idiotic. There's no way. If you say something to
because
somebody with the intent,
the outcome and the harm has nothing to do with my intentions with the words or the actions that I did.
I think it actually has a lot to do. If you spank somebody,
Okay, so if a person like rapes their child but they did not intend to hurt their child, do they still
how do you
sexually
not
abuse their
intend to hurt
child?
a child by raping them? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
The
you can.
intention
You
behind that,
can. Like for example, there was a recent. I'm still speaking. For
girl,
example,
you cut
there
people
was a
off all the
recent.
time. Don't give me that bullshit.
You just asked
If
me a
you,
question. I'm answering it.
if
I'm still
you,
speaking. I'm
okay,
gonna.
but
You asked me a
I'm
question.
following your train of thought because you like.
You can't follow my train of thought because you don't know why I said what I said, right? Because there actually was a recent case where someone raped their child and they actually didn't intend harm. They were trying to teach their child about
Push the
about
topic around
sex.
and get caught up in semantics, and I'm not the one.
You don't know what
So
semantics
you
means. You
listen,
don't know what
girl, please.
semantics
You
means.
try to downplay everybody's
What
intelligence for the
does
sake of
what
your
do,
platform,
can
and
you go
that's
ahead
not
and
going to
tell
work
me
with
what
me.
semantics means?
So no, because we're going to stay on the topic.
Grace, because you don't
I'm
know.
educated.
Anyway, so like I
I'm
said
educated
before,
because,
so I'm going to go ahead and explain to you why I said what I said, right?
and I'm going to go.
And I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you why I said what I said. There was actually a case fairly recently in which a father would actually grape their child because they were trying to teach their child about sex. That father actually did not intend to harm their child. If anything, they thought they were doing something that is good, right? They thought they were doing something that is good. In that context, they fully did not intend to hurt the child. Is it still wrong?
Child by raping them, by
Is
sticking
it still
your penis
wrong?
inside of your child.
Is
You
it
don't
still
intend to
wrong?
hurt them. Absolutely. And
I
that's what
just
I'm
gave
saying.
you an
You're
example of
trying to
which a
pull
person did
examples
that and
out of
didn't
your
intend to hurt
ass.
someone.
You're trying to pull examples out of your ass to justify a
How is
point
that out of
that
my ass? This was like one
you're
of the
trying to pull examples out of
this
your
is a
ass to
huge case.
justify a point that is more complex than what you're trying to make it seem. Spanking is
What
not
did
a
I just
one.
say to you? What did I just say to you?
Girl, I don't give a fuck what you just said to me, to be completely
Right,
honest.
because okay, so
You
then there's no conversation to be had then. How like I don't like this is like a huge case that
you do
happened.
this to people all the time. You're
Yeah,
mad
I do
because you're
this.
being.
Yeah, no, I do this to people who I don't value.
So let me follow
Right.
what you just said.
Right.
Let
So
me
can you
follow what
repeat
you
to me
just
what I
said.
just said?
You said that there was a man who wanted to teach his child about sexual education, and he had no intent on physically harming her or raping her, as you say.
You
But
can't
my
say that
thing
on
is
here, by the
that
way.
regardless of what the intention,
Hey,
you
hey,
can
hey!
teach
It's R word or essay. Jesus
you can
Christ!
teach your
It's
child
R word or
about.
essay. Did you hear me?
Girl, I didn't even say the word again. So let
You
me say
did.
it
You said it
again. You
twice.
can okay, and I moved on from that already.
I'm just
So
making
I
sure you
heard you.
know for when you say it next time. Okay, simmer down.
hmm
I'm not your fucking dad. You don't have to scream at me.
Oh, you sure are acting like it. You acting like you
Do
everybody's
I
parent
remind
and
you of
knows
your
the lie.
father?
So
That's
I
really
can't
funny.
talk.
That's really funny. Anyway,
So do you remind me of my father? Or are you trying to be funny?
that's what you just said. But anyway, go ahead.
I said you're acting like it because you try to patrol what everybody says on this app.
It's great. It's
Anyway,
great that you feel I'm superior to you. W.
there are other ways, and I know what you're gonna say back to. There are other ways that you can teach your child about I don't even smecks without having to physically do it to
Right.
Are
them.
you going to address what I just
And
said? Like I'm
also, there
confused.
are
That
other ways
is
to teach your
addressing what you just
child,
said, girl. Please don't
No.
do that.
but there are other ways you can teach your child other than using physical harm too.
No, and I completely agree with you, but it also depends on the type of child that you have, which is why I say it's very complex.
You
You
Yeah.
can
So
may
you
have
didn't. You
type
you
didn't.
of
may have
child.
a child, that is
Oh shit.
someone that needs to feel before they hear.
Yeah.
And
So anyway. So yeah. So you're gonna have to give a
girl,
source for
shut
that.
up.
Can you give a
You
source?
may have a
Can you give a
child that
source? Can you give a source?
my
A source.
experience
Your experience is not a source. I need a reputable source. that like there are some children that require violence.
But you're going based on tech. The only source.
Hey, Mandy, thank you so much for the air balloons. I appreciate you. Oh my god, whatever the fuck your name is, can you please find
Fucking
evidence?
me, your dumb fucking big back ass.
I'm big as shit, big as fuck. You know what else is big? My fucking brain. Can you please?
No, you're ignorant.
Can you please find a source? I'm big as shit, big elephant. That whole earthquake that happened was because of me. I was doing burpees, okay? Anyway, find a fucking source. Your internal beliefs are not a source. Then cite it. Then cite it.
The only source you can quote are sources that are made available to you online. If somebody has not spoken about it, you can't quote it as
people have spoken about it though. People have spoken.
What I'm saying,
but Brianna, people have spoken about it though. But they have though.
On my experience,
but they have spoken about it though. But they have spoken about it though, Brianna. If you just like, I don't care to hear. I don't care. I don't care to hear all this. Find a fucking source. Find a source.
You said that some kids need to feel before they hear. So we're asking you how you know that.
I know that because it's my experience. No
one gives a fuck about your experience. Your experience is not evidence. People do give a fuck about me. That's a fundamental difference, right? But that is not going to be evidence for this claim. I'm asking you for evidence for this claim. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go Bianca, whatever the fuck your name is. I said Bianca. Brianna, please, Brianna. Have you ever been to school before? Like, I'm confused. Someone has never been to school before. Someone has never had an education, never had to write a paper. I'm confused.
Who never had an education, had to write a paper? Girl, I don't.
And so, like, can you please use the prior knowledge? Can you please use the prior knowledge to find the source? Find the source. Can you find the source? Can you just find the source? Where's the source? No one gives a fuck about your
really? I can't tell because it seems like all right in the comments.
No one gives a single tiny fuck about your energy.
There are kids that have to feel
no one gives a fuck.
The way that one child receives.
No one gives a single shit about the shit that comes up outside of your mouth. No one cares. No one fucking cares. You're being loud as shit. Yup, I'm immature as shit. We can find a source for it. Yeah, source it up. Where is the motherfucking source? Hey, where the source at? Check. What's the fucking movie? I'm funny as fuck. Where the source at? Where the source at? I'm not funny to people like you. You're not gonna laugh if I'm making fun of you, Brianna. Like, be for real. Where the source at?
I'm laughing.
Where the source at? Oh, quit thinking of it of confetti. Spoon thinking of it of roses. Where the source at? Where the source at? Where the source? Bust the chat. Where the source at? I already did piss you off. Where the source at? Niggas gonna hurt me. Hey, W, niggas gonna hurt me. But where the source at? Where the source at? Where the source at?
It's clear that I'm not.
Where the source at? Where the source at? Hey, niggas gonna hurt me. Where the source at? Where the source at? Though, where the source at? But where the source at? Are you good? It's giving a low IQ. Anyway, do you know how many continents are there?
Do I have any what?
Do you know how many continents are there?
Do I know how many bitch, don't try to be funny.
I'm funny as fuck. Do you know how many continents there are?
But
how many continents are there, though?
Does that have anything to do with our conversation?
People who know the answer to this question won't say this.
I know how many continents there are, girl. I'm not dumb, but that has nothing to do.
Debatable.
Are you gonna make me pull out a source for that too?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make me pull out a source for how many continents there are?
Yep. So how many continents are there?
You're a dumb ass bitch. If you're gonna have a
put big in front of it.
Have a conversation like an adult and stop.
We're not gonna be able to have a conversation. You haven't provided a source for anything. If you want to play, we can play. So if you want to play, we can play.
You
We
want
can't have a
everybody.
conversation. You have not give
Everybody
any kind
to
of
pull up.
substantiation. You just want to hit kids, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
And discredit where they got their source from, or say that they don't understand the
Bro,
source
so
that
you
they're
you
reading,
you went to
or
a very
say that
bad
you
school
don't.
if you
You
think
think
I'm
that
just
it's dumb that they
discrediting
pulled it out of
sources.
here, there, and everywhere. I've been watching
You
the
went
library.
you went to a very bad school if you think the reason I reject sources is because I don't like the source.
You're trying
You
to.
went to a very bad school.
You're trying to manipulate
You
the
went to a
conversation in a
very
way that's not
bad
going to work for
school.
me. And I'm sorry, it's not. If you
Because you
want to have
weren't
a
taught to
conversation,
have
you
it
can have
work
a
for
conversation
you.
without sources being pulled out. You say shit out of
This
your
is a
ass.
debate.
This whole exactly. It's a
Name
debate.
one thing I
You
said
had
that was out of my
people.
ass.
You had people.
Name
You
one
just
thing
asked
that
me
I
how
said
many
that was out of my
continents
fat
there are in a
ass.
conversation about spanking in the
That's a lot of ass to
You
pull out
are
of,
pulling shit
Brianna.
out of your ass, and it's
Come
very frustrating
on.
because you have.
That's a
people
lot of
on here-
ass to pull
you
things
have
out
people-
of, and I only
asking
pulled out that
people-
one thing. Are you
You're
really
asking
serious?
people, and I just saw in the comments somebody said
Brianna.
she's saying that it's okay for people to physically harm kids and doesn't want
You
to provide.
do.
I'm not saying that it's
That's
okay.
But you didn't
for
provide a
people
source
to
though.
physically
Sarah, thank you so much for the $11 over
harm
Venmo.
I'm
Yo,
saying that
yo,
there
chat,
are-
is this the
every
source?
situation is
Chat,
not
is this
a
the
standard
source?
situation.
Is this the source,
if
chat?
you have a child who
Brianna.
can take heed to what you're
Hey, Ryan, thank you so much for the $6.66. Hey, W. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, thank you for the cowboy hat, bunny. Oh my God, Auntie with the roses. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, can we just get a source? Can we get a source emo? Can we get a source emo? Where is source emo at?
There's no
Hey, Shannon, thank you so much for the $10 over Venmo. W. Hey, thank you for the rose and glow hon. Christina with the roses. Oh my God.
I gotta do my hair.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what high school she went to? Yappington. Hey, Robert with the roses. Oh, Delaney with the high bears. Right. All this dancing, you could have got a source.
Bitch, I'm not getting a source.
All this.
it's either
So then
you say
you're
what I have to
then
say,
you're just low IQ. All right, bye. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. But in the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. Remember, we are just looking for some debates. I don't care to talk to delusional people. That's the job for a psychologist. That's not my job. Okay? My job is not to converse with the delusional people. That is above my pay grade. You can go to a medical professional. Okay?
Could we get that on Spotify? I mean it.
Yo, she was spitting bars though. Fucking Busta Rhymes over here. Anyway, hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Cool, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
So, honestly, I do, but it depends on the age. So, if you're very little and you're just doing kind of like a tap, that kind of thing, like let's say a kid spills a drink.
What is a tap?
Like, you mean if I have to tell Tashika something and I tap her on the shoulder?
Yeah, something like that. Like if your kid
Then why are
is-
you doing it?
Well, like, that wouldn't be spanking if you're tapping someone
Like-
on the shoulder?
And
Also, they spill their juice, so you touch them?
Well, no, I mean, if, like, okay, for example, my baby cousin a couple days ago, she spilled a drink and she freaked out. We were, like, just telling her, like, oh, just wipe it up a little bit. Like, my aunt was already cleaning it. And she starts crying and screaming and saying, oh, no, I don't want to clean. I just want to play. And my aunt and my cousin were over on the couch, and I started, like, comforting her and like, holding her. But I think that what my aunt was trying to do, trying to like tell her that she can't just spill stuff and she needs to clean it up, was
Yeah, yelling at her was dumb as shit.
and that's what I was saying. That's why I was trying to. I can't really do anything for her.
Yeah, you
mother
can. You just did
experience.
it. You just did. You just said how you did.
I went and I comforted her. I couldn't really do anything for how my aunt wants to teach my baby cousin, but
Yeah, but you need to like if you saw that what you did was actually effective, you need to tell her that what you did was effective.
That I hope she
Because
knows.
this whole screaming at kids is weird as fuck and it's lazy parenting. And if you give even a quarter of a shit about your niece, then I would make that make that clear to my aunt.
I've been trying to like tell her, but my aunt does not like me. So me trying to tell her how to parent her kids is a very complicated situation.
Well, at that point, here's what I did though, right? When me and my sisters were not on good terms, I just radicalized their children. That's all you got to do. I'm so serious too.
Fair point.
I have like 15 nieces and nephews.
Oh wow.
Okay, I have 7 siblings. I just radicalized their kids. I'm not even joking. Why are we laughing? I'm so dead ass.
That's a lot of kids. Oh my god.
A
Wow.
lot of yep. Yeah.
See, I think that if you do spank your kids, I think that that's messed up, but it also goes to the extent, like my mother, she would let her like boyfriends smack my ass when I was young.
Oh
Like
no.
all
Oh
the way up to
no.
like 12 years old.
Oh
So,
no, no, no.
you know,
Oh
I
no.
think
Oh
spanking
no.
is a very something that you are not supposed to do. And if you are gonna do it, you know, you better
No,
not.
you shouldn't do it at all. And
I don't think it's
what the fuck
exactly.
is up with these mothers and letting their boyfriends around their kids? Is there a study on this?
You know, I really don't know. I've been trying to study it myself.
That shit is weird. Like, what is with mothers and just letting people fuck with their kids?
It, I mean,
Anyway, but Lana, it doesn't seem like you actually disagree with me, so I am going to
oh
go on to
no.
the next person. I
Okay.
appreciate
All
you.
right. Have a nice day.
I appreciate you. Have a good one. Have a good one. Be safe. Yeah, that's weird. Like I see it a lot, and not even just with mothers. I see it with both parents. Whenever they find like a new partner, they just fuck off with their kids. Like, it's just weird. Anyway, hi. Do you think that spanking is abuse?
I think you're beautiful. I
Thank
don't
you.
think spanking is abuse.
Okay. And why is that?
I think if you're bad, you should be spanked. We're
What do you
talking
mean by
like
that?
not sexually, right?
We're not talking sexually.
Oh,
Yeah. So why do you think it's morally permissible to inflict pain onto others?
um, that's a good question. um, Morally inflict pain on another. That's pretty intense, right?
That's what spanking is.
I think if you're bad, you get a little pop, you know?
Yeah. So why do you
I
think that's
turn out
morally
okay, I guess.
arguable, right? Because you're here
Ain't
advocating
into
for
that,
it.
right?
Yeah. So I don't know. You just have to answer the question. Why do you think it's morally
Yes.
permissible to inflict harm onto others in order to get them to behave in the way that you see fit?
Because let me speak on a parental aspect of it. If you're bad and I want you to be good, because that's a form of parenting.
Yeah. So what evidence do you have that spanking makes children good?
Evidence like I got a neighbor, he would do
That's an
drugs and
anecdote.
stuff. Yeah,
Then that doesn't mean anything here. I don't know why people keep doing this.
I know, right? It's crazy, but as I was saying, I got a neighbor.
I can't tell.
I don't know.
I feel
I
like
got a neighbor.
She's giving Barbie energy. A doll.
Thank you. You're even Barbie energy. You're even like Brad's energy. High key, living the swag.
Yeah, I didn't buy Barbies. I bought Bratz for real. But anyway, a girl. I don't know what's going on here.
Me too. But I got a neighbor. Let me finish. Yeah, I got a neighbor like
I don't want to hear that. I don't care. It doesn't
Damn,
help
that's
you.
crazy.
It doesn't help
So
you. Damn. Stop. Why do y'all keep doing that? Why do
who
y'all keep doing
y'all?
that shit? Everyone that comes up here, I don't care about your personal experiences. It's not an argument. It never has been, never will be.
Damn. So your question was what? That do I have evidence?
Yeah, you need evidence for these claims that you're making here.
All right. Well, I think Albert Einstein, he also was
Lydia, please, can you do the honors? Can you do the honors, please? Please.
Damn, I can't even get it. Okay.
I don't know if I have. I don't think I
Oh,
have.
I thought you did. Okay.
No.
Yeah, Albert Einstein was a fucking physicist. What the fuck? Anyway. Anyway. Chat.
I mean, I think Albert Einstein. What?
Fucking Albert Einstein.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck is going on this day of the Lord? Anyway. Give it a second, y'all. We will get some more debates in. I don't know what the fuck these people are doing. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 27.
Can you turn the music off?
Oh, here, I can just go outside. Sorry, my kid is currently watching TV.
that fucking Power Rangers, bro? The fuck? Oh my.
It is Spidey and his amazing friends or something.
Oh, that's hilarious. Anyway, so do you think
so bad?
do you think that's making his views?
I definitely think it can be.
When is it not abuse?
I think that.
I want to outside too.
You want to be outside too? You know you ain't got no pants on, right?
I had to wear panty on that.
Okay. In moments that it's not abuse, I think when a spanking is warranted, it's like if your child puts hands on another person, I think they should feel what it feels like so that they don't do it again.
Well,
yeah,
like,
no. What
do you
evidence
think
do you
that-
have that works?
Like, just even, I mean, yeah, there's no evidence that works, but even if you just think about it logically, if you're trying to teach your kid that harming others is wrong, and you try to teach them that by harming them,
I know it sounds
pretty confusing.
ass backwards. It really does.
It doesn't just sound ass backwards. It is ass backwards. You don't have.
I know.
There's no evidence that this is a.
There's not really evidence that it happens. I mean, I was a severely abused kid, so I try not to spank my kids as much as possible. I've only
not hit kids.
Yeah. I mean, I've only ever really done it a few times. My kid runs into the road whenever there's ongoing traffic,
Anyway,
and so I spank her.
So, like, when your kid runs into traffic and you stop them so that they don't get hurt, right?
Right.
what is the point of
Then
hurting them?
after you stop them from getting hurt, you hurt them to teach them a lesson about not getting hurt?
Make it make sense.
I know it doesn't make sense.
Then why do you do it?
It's a form of punishment.
But it
Oh, so
doesn't
you
work.
don't care about any kind of moral internalization? Then that means it's abuse.
Not technically.
No, technically it is. It is. What
It's one pop. It's not continuous.
Okay, so then it's
Over and over.
violence. So then it's violence.
What if a man hits his wife once? Is that wrong? Is
That abuse?
that abusive?
Yeah.
Damn, that's
so just 'cause
crazy.
it happens once doesn't mean it's not abusive and wrong, right?
Why is it abusive in that context, but not in the context?
Well, I
of
mean,
child?
there's not really context around the whole hitting.
You think that's what
but-
would validate it?
A husband hitting his wife or a wife hitting her husband.
Where's that ever validated?
I mean, for one, if someone's coming at me, I'm definitely going to hit them before they hit me.
Not self-defense.
Thank you.
What besides self-defense would justify a partner hitting their
Hey, I'm gonna need you to take care of your kids before you come on here. He's super loud.
Is he?
Yeah.
I also don't
Oh,
know
okay.
if
I'm
it's
sorry.
really like that we can hear a baby. So
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. There's a weird thing. Is it Kristen or Kirsten? I can never read it. Tez, get the fuck out. Anyway, like I said before, you don't even know that water is blue. Anyway,
Hey guys.
Hi. Do you think that spanking is abuse?
Okay, so I want to have this conversation with you, and I just want us to respect each other and be nice.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna be nice to you if you say dumb
So,
shit. Just make an
with
argument.
that being said, I'm not saying dumb shit. I'm approaching you like an adult.
I'm just making sure that you understand the stipulations of these arguments. You agree
okay,
to this
what's
when
the
you come up.
stipulations so I can
That
understand?
if you say dumb shit, I'm not gonna be nice to you.
And it was
okay?
dumb to ask for your respect?
Yeah. Right? So
Really?
anyway, yeah. Because
Why?
you should because if you've watched the live here, you should
I'm
know
not. I'm
that you're-
new. I'm 100%
then-
just got here.
Then why do you ask for respect if you haven't already seen?
Because I
the
saw
way
how
that I
you
treat
treated
people?
the other
Exactly
person.
right. So that means
Alright,
that when
so
you
you
that
do
means
this-
that when you come up here, you you've already consented to it because you chose to come up here because you see how I fucking treat people when
Okay,
they
so
say
this
dumb
is part
shit.
of your
You will
view.
never be anything different. Do you
I'm just
understand?
asking. I get it now. So this is how
Okay,
you get your
good.
views. Got
Good.
it. Okay.
Good. Yeah,
So-
for sure. By yelling at people. Yeah.
So do you want to hear the story about how
No, I
okay.
don't care.
So I
make it-
smacked my child.
I don't care. I don't care to hear about your anecdotes. I don't want to hear how you abuse your child and how you think it worked.
Okay, so what happens if my child hits me?
That's called self-defense.
No. If I don't hit him and he's got problems, like say he's got emotional issues, right? And he hits
You take them to a doctor.
Okay, all right. And say you take him to that doctor, right? And you take him to the hospital, right? And the doctor says, "No, there's nothing wrong with your child." You know,
it's very seldom that's going to ever happen.
That happened to me. It did. And you know what happened? I had to bring him home.
Then you need to go to another doctor. Okay, you don't just go to one doctor. I know it's hard. But usually yeah, but that doesn't give you a right to be lazy and start hitting them.
But I'm asking you, what if he hits me?
Then that's self-defense.
So if I hit him back, it's okay.
It's called self-defense.
So I'm self-defending myself against a child?
Yeah, so
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so let Lydia explain.
So what if a 16-year-old teenager, what if an 18-year-old hits a child?
Jessica.
That hits them. Is that self-defense?
Yes, okay. So I'm going to actually wait, Lydia, I'm going to explain to Sarah real quick. I'm so sorry. So, I'm going to explain this to you. Do you know what the concept of gentlest means?
Say that again, sorry.
Do you know what gentlest means?
Gentlest?
Yep.
Gentlest means.
Do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
Okay, so gentlest means is a concept of like how we deal with certain situations in the most ethical way possible, and in another way to anything that we do that we call the least harm possible, right? So in the context of a child hitting that of a fully grown adult 18-year-old, if the 18-year-old were to hit that child full force, that would not be the gentlest means. Because we know that there are ways that they can remove the child from them or move away from the child and still not cause any harm to the smaller person that they know that they can harm even more. If you are behaving in a way that is above the gentlest means, that means anything that you do is excessive, even if I'm still speaking, even if it is in retaliation to another particular action. Like for example, if someone smacks you in the face and then you pew-pewed them in the head.
Well, that's ridiculous.
That would not be the gentlest means. Exactly. So
let me know when I can talk, because I understand what you're saying. Can I talk now?
If you understand how communication and conversations work, then you.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is, I'm seeing kids, two of which have major emotional and disruptive behaviors, and it's hard. Like I have a very hard time living, and half the time I don't even want to be alive because of my kids. So you cannot tell me that it doesn't make any sense, because what do you do when your kids walk all over you? What do you do?
I take them to a doctor.
They are in doctors. They're in emotional support schools.
Damn, honey, if
you know, the other day,
I'm gonna be real with you, Jessica. I don't know why you're talking to me. I'm not a fucking therapist. Okay, I'm not a therapist.
If you're expressing on the internet that your child makes you not want to be here anymore, you really, really, really need to get professional help for yourself.
You need to get professional help for yourself, but like also, let them go. Let them go. If you realize that you can no longer provide good care for your child and it's taking away from your own health, it's time to let them go. It's time to put them somewhere. Okay, it's time to put them in a safe place where you know that they'll be able to get the help and where you'll be able to monitor them and still take care of your health. But I'm going to be so fucking real with you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. Go fucking somewhere else if you wanna justify hitting your fucking kids because they make you want to unalive yourself. Put them somewhere.
Like I am very sorry that you have a child that has a lot of maybe like emotional regulation issues and maybe is violent, and that's really, really, really hard.
Lydia, it is extremely hard.
I know.
And it's very hard. And you know what? Social services, they come to my house and they email me. Are you okay, Mom? Are you all right? They know that it's my kids and that it's not me. And if my kid wants to disrespect me, if my kid wants to hit me, it is well within I am allowed to smack.
Girl, it's called self-defense. No one denied that.
It is not called self-defense.
Yes, it is.
Parenting.
No, it is not.
Lydia,
your child is hitting you.
Lydia, what if my kid is breaking and destroying my home and there's nothing else I can do? What if my kid is hitting the little one, right?
If that is what gentlest means.
Your kid is hitting your other smaller child.
Yes, what do you do?
To remove them from the home.
And if you are doing that,
from your home,
where do you take them? You can't just give up on your kids.
Yes, you fucking can. Yes, you can.
Can't.
Yes, you can.
I'm not gonna tell you,
Jessica, you don't even necessarily have to give up on your child, but there are resources in which you can put them in another.
Tell you.
Jessica.
Yo,
I am
don't
not a
tell
fucking
me-
doctor. I'm not a doctor.
I have tried.
Oh my
tried.
God.
I try everything. Don't tell me there are resources. Yesterday, my kid couldn't sit in the front seat of the car. You know what he did? He threw a toy at me, called me a fucking bitch, and destroyed my home. You know what I did? I called children and youth. And I said, listen, my son is at it again. They said, well, call crisis. Okay, call crisis. I take them to the hospital. Oh no, he's fine. You don't want him in the hospital with those other kids.
Hey, Jessica, I think you're having a mental health issue. I think you need to.
I don't know
you
if
need
she
to
had
go
her
seek
full
help.
name on there, but I'm
I
not
hope
doing
not.
that. I'm not saying that, Jessica, because I don't have empathy for you. I have a lot of empathy for you, and I just don't think that this platform is the right place to talk about it. But if
It's
you want to
definitely
DM
not
me,
safe.
I know I'm only a 20-year-old person, but if you want to DM me, and just talk to someone about it, I don't know if you have anyone to talk to, but I really do believe that it is very, very, very hard. Very hard.
And I'm not saying that you should just give up on your kids. Of course not. Not in that way.
And I don't
But I'm
think it's-
saying that like you should be able to acknowledge that like I'm not going to be able to provide the help that they need.
That's not giving up. That's acknowledging that you have very extreme, unique circumstances and that the best thing for you and your child might be that they have to go to like some kind of center where they can be cared for by professionals because their circumstances are so intense.
Yeah. You're not entitled for that. You
And
didn't
I'm
necessarily sign
very
up for that.
sorry, what was her name, Jessica, that's happening. That's really, really, really hard.
Anyway, Courtney, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Well, Courtney, I'm just looking for people who believe that it's not abuse. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. But in the meantime, y'all, you already know, double tap that screen. Remember, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse. But again, if you do want to support me, Cash App and Venmo in the bio. But yeah, people who think that I was like too rough on her, guys, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Okay.
It's just not the place, like a debate platform isn't the place to kind of work through that stuff. I don't think it would be right of us to keep her up here, to be honest.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh my God. What year were you born?
Oh,
Lord have mercy. A fetus that. A baby that. Let's go to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all, keep double tapping the screen. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me and turn on that bell. It tells you every single time I go live. I go live every day from Monday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hi, Cash Dior. How old are you?
19.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
No.
Why?
Because kids need to be taught. So, in order for them to learn, if talking isn't working, smack them one good time, it'll work.
Can you show us evidence that it works to smack them?
Yeah, I'm the evidence. Me.
Well, that's called an anecdote, and in debate, that's a fallacy.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
You just asked questions. You definitely did. On my
Yeah, no, I didn't ask for your personal story.
I didn't give
I'm
you
sorry,
a
just really
personal
quickly.
story.
You did. You just said that you're the evidence.
No, I didn't.
That's
You
called-
asked what evidence. I said I was. Okay.
Yeah, that's called an anecdote.
Anyways, next question.
That's called an anecdote, babe.
Anyways, next
I know
question.
I know it must be hard for you to be
Anyways,
able to,
on
like,
my
comprehend.
soul.
Are you good?
I know.
Are you?
I know it hurts with that big ass bump on your forehead. I know that hurt.
You
That
mean
little
the-
ass lace showing.
the
Bitch,
pimple?
synthetic ass wig on my
What-
soul. Stop playing with me, bitch.
I'm allergic to real hair.
Pink ass chicks. You know that's hella makeup on my soul. You ugly as fuck. On my soul, your teeth fucked up.
Where?
I'ma keep doing that. On my
Where?
soul, cheap ass headphones. Where's the beats? On my soul, bitch.
Beats sound like
What's that?
trash.
I sound like trash. Bitch,
No,
but you
beats
added this
sound like
trash. What did you talk about on myself? Stop playing with me. You
What
and
you talking
Lydia
about?
can get it. You and Lydia can get the fade on myself. Stop playing with me, bitch. Fuck is you talking about?
I don't
Bitch, you
think
got
you sober
bills.
chat.
You mad because your
Hold
mom
on.
used to whoop your ass because you.
My mom never hit me. I think she's having a mental health crisis. Chat. I know it's hard working down at the Home Depot. We
You
don't
guys
need
just need to come down to my donuteria.
Not you playing Donuteria. I'm
I've
playing
been playing
Minecraft.
since so long. I just like forgot it.
I think they just came out with a new one too. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, they just came out with a new one. It's so crazy they're still making stuff.
I know.
Hi, Lindsay, you seem old enough. Do you think that spanking is abuse?
I think that the only time that you should ever whoop a child is if they're in immediate danger, just to alert them.
That's fucking stupid.
May I ask why?
A child is in danger, so you're going to put them in danger? Hello?
No, I feel like example would be like if they are fixing to run out into a street.
Then you remove them from the fucking premises. What the hell are you teaching a child? Oh, don't hurt yourself or I'm gonna hurt you. Make it make sense.
I'm starting to wonder if this live is actually just to try to have aggressive conversations. Okay.
Are you angry that you want to fucking hit kids? Like, what the fuck?
I have actually never had to hit my child. He's 6 years old.
Okay, so then stop crying.
Like, this is what doesn't. I don't understand. If your child's gonna run into the street, why do you have to like hit them? Why can't you just like bring them inside or something?
Why do we have to be
and
nice
you know
to
you have a very valid point, and that's I have no problem with hearing someone else's point and like what they would like to do instead because I'm open for.
I'll just
criticism.
I just have a question. Like, if you are like, let's just say you have a partner, right, and you really want your partner to do something. If they don't do that thing, or if your partner's about to do something, like they're about to walk into the street or something, are you allowed to like hit them?
You know, smack them in the face.
Or do you like pull them away from the street and say, oh, you're gonna get hit by a car if you do that?
Because usually a child will learn their lesson just by looking at your face.
That's valid.
And seeing that you're if it's
they
valid,
don't, you
then
can
why
just
the
take
fuck
them
would
inside.
you? Why would you even propose this then? If you understand this, I'm confused.
I've never felt like I had to ever use it, but
I didn't say that you did. I said, why did you propose this if you know this information already?
if you want an answer, let me finish, please.
You presupposed something I didn't say. I had to correct you.
Okay.
Why'd she leave? I'm just making sure that she understood. What the fuck? I'm just making sure she understood. I didn't even say anything mean. Hi, how old are you? Yellow? Oh, I don't think they're here, y'all. Remember, y'all, if you are in the guest request, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse, y'all. If you do want to support me, remember my Cash App and Venmo's in the bio. Y'all, can we support Lydia? Can we support the Lidster?
I put my Venmo and Cash App in my
awesome.
bio, but
Okay, so Venmo and Cash App in both of our bios. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
I did it wrong.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
No.
Why? Yeah, I'm broke as shit, chat. That's why I asked.
Okay. So, psych bitch with that crusty ass wig on your fucking head, you ugly ass bitch, and Lydia on your no lip having that bitch, you ugly as fit bitch. Oh God in heaven, how with y'all ugly ass and y'all need to shut the fuck up. That's why y'all mama these bitches.
Do you want a donut?
Oh my god, that person got beat.
Do you want a donut?
They got beat, chat. Oh my god, America, yeah. Hi, how old are you?
34.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
No, not for real.
Okay, so can you please like fix your mic or something? It's muffled.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my god, ridiculous. It's 2024. Get it right. I'm not dealing with this. Let's go on to the next person. It's unacceptable to have this kind of quality. All right, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Jesus. Give it a second, y'all. In the meantime, y'all, let's see if this person loads in. In the meantime, y'all, double tap that screen. What'd you say?
I have a sweating problem. I think I need to get a prescription for.
Why are you telling me this?
Sweat. Because if you catch a glimpse of my pits on my sweatshirt, don't judge me, okay?
Oh
Just
my
saying.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Yikes in the chat, y'all.
It's really bad. I think it's genetic. My brother has it too.
Give it a second, y'all. We will get some more debates in. I think it is genetic. Give it a second, y'all. We will get some more debates. Hi, how old are you?
Use Loom.
Wait, weren't you just up here?
How'd that?
Your mic doesn't work. Anyway, let's go on to the next person. Y'all. Give it a second. If you haven't already, go ahead and hop into the guest request. Remember, we are just looking for some
Hello?
debates.
Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
Honestly, I have mixed feelings on it, and that's why I decided to join, because I think it, like, depends on the person, like, and how hard or where they're, like, spanking them. Like,
What evidence
I
do you
feel like-
have that the ferocity of a spanking makes it more or less effective?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
What evidence do you have that the ferocity of a spanking makes it more or less effective?
I feel like
I don't want
when I
to
was
hear what you
younger.
feel, and I don't want to hear your personal experience. It's not
Okay, when I
evidence.
was younger, my mother
I don't
used
want
to
to hear.
smack me on my
Jesus
head.
Christ, this is
And
fucking
yeah,
ridiculous.
anyways, can you
Anyway,
let
no, fuck you. Anyway, let's go on to the next person. No one has time for that. No one has time for that. You're gonna ask me. You're gonna say that you're in the middle. Oh, thank you for the $1.69, said he medley. Like, be for real. You're gonna say you're in the middle and then not have any evidence. Be fucking for real. Be for real. Be for real. You didn't even try. You didn't even try. You didn't even try. You didn't even try. Hi, how old are you?
Shut your little shut up, bitch. Hey,
I'm
everybody
big as
follow me on
shit.
Tashika
Yo,
Debate.
how are
Yes, you
you?
are.
It's 2024. Why is your audio so bad? We have progressed so far. So far forward. Why is your audio so bad? Hi, how old are you? Hello? Okay, let's go on to the next person. Like, if I was this just unaware of the world around me, I'd probably be happy. Hi, how old are you?
Can I spank you?
What?
Can I spank you?
Can I rip your skin off and eat it?
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thanking people for the cash apps, or was I muted?
Oh, we couldn't hear you. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, I'm sorry. Well, thank you, Shannon, Steadley, and
Lydia, please. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. No one's loading in. 87 guest requests and no one's loading in. It's depressing in here. It's depressing. The Spankies they're really showing out tonight. Katrina, thank you so much for the $4.20. Hi, how old are you, Claus? What am I doing?
I am 19.
What year were you born?
bitch, I'm every freaking South. Don't ask me where I'm born. You dirty ass bitch. You fat ass bitch. I'm every freaking South.
Lame.
Don't talk to me. I'm every freaking South. Don't mute me. I'm every.
Go find your dad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this what happens when you get spanked, chat? Is this what happens? Is this what people do? Is this the outcome of spanking, chat? Oh my goodness, we're witnessing it.
Weird.
We're witnessing it. We're witnessing it head on. Oh my goodness. Hi, how old are you?
Hello.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
No, it's not abuse.
Oh my god, Jesus fuck. Oh my god, the audio, 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 the audio. If you
Hi,
have
I
an
just want to
Android,
know why you're disrespectful as fuck.
cause you touch yourself at night, okay?
I
That's
do.
why I'm
Oh my god.
disrespectful.
How did you know? You literally are letting people join them, not letting them talk at all.
Because if
Even
they say dumb shit, I'm gonna
why are you being so disrespectful?
Because
right
it's
off
a
the bat?
damn debate. I'm not gonna let you
That doesn't mean
fucking
you have to
yap
be
if you
disrespectful right off the bat. You
disagree.
can have civil debates. Like you
Okay,
need
then
to
go cry to
fucking
your
chill the fuck
dad.
out.
Do you have a dad? Do you have
No.
one?
So much for
Oh,
the
we
debate.
know. We know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry he left.
Me too. You really need to chill the fuck out.
Honey, take it up with your father. I don't think you're actually
God,
mad
I
with
wish you
me.
could smell this shit I'm taking
I
right
don't.
now.
I don't think. Do you think this makes me look bad? Like,
This is almost as bad as your attitude.
Bro, for real, don't got a daddy acting like this. Could you imagine?
And your point?
Ooh, I see why.
Why are you so disrespectful? Even though, like, you
Why
don't
don't
let
you
people
have a
talk for
dad,
literally
though?
5 seconds, and then the second they say something you
But you don't
disagree
have.
with,
But
you
you
just
don't have
cut
a.
them
But
off.
you don't have a dad, though.
Okay.
And yet
Any
here
other
you-
argument?
And yet here you are.
You don't have a life.
I do have a life. I'm breathing right now.
You're sitting on live.
You're taking a.
arguing.
You're taking a
You're
shit
complaining
listening to
about the
people
audience
argue on
you have.
TikTok.
But the whole reason you have the audience is because of the attitude you're giving.
It's because of people like you.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
yes, I know my voice is shaking.
Yeah, it's shaking. You strain it,
I got
huh?
anxiety.
You
I
need
got
to get some
anxiety, but I
prunes.
put that to the
You
side
need to
to
get
come
some
and tell this bitch
prunes.
how fucking
Get you some.
disrespectful
Get
she
you some
is.
prunes, okay?
Ew,
You
fucking
shaking, you
gross.
pushing hard as fuck, aren't you? Get you some
Prunes are
prunes.
nasty as fuck.
Yeah, get you
You look
some
like one, though.
Cinepod, right? Get you some Cinepods. Get you,
What the fuck is a
whatever you need. Whatever you need.
Ooh, yeah, someone said papaya works. I'll take that.
Yeah, go
Papaya
go
is
ahead.
much better
Go
than
ahead and get you
prunes.
some prune juice.
Anyways, I'm bored. Bye.
Yeah, we
You're
know. We
disrespectful as
know.
fuck.
You're bored as fuck. I'd be bored without my dad too. Shit. Anyway, y'all, let's go on to the next person. In the meantime, Christina, thank you so much for the $2. W prunes, chat. W prunes. We love prunes. We love prunes out here. All right, fiber. Hi, how old are you?
20.
Cool. So, do you think that spanking is abuse?
No,
Thank you so much for the $2.85. What do you?
Can I ask a question first?
What?
So, like, obviously on the topic of abuse, like, if you take verbal abuse into this conversation, is what you're doing, the way you're speaking to people on this live, not classed as verbal abuse because it's used to intimidate?
Yeah, no, because you have the option to leave, nor did I give you did I ever give you the impression that you can't leave. So
No, I'm
by
not
definition
saying
it
that,
wouldn't be
but
abuse.
Still, you're speaking to someone with disrespect.
No, I'm just being mean. I'm just being mean.
Yeah, but if you Google it-
you chose to come up here, which means that you explicitly consented to me speaking to you the way that I speak to everyone. I did not give you the impression that you cannot leave. You can leave whenever you feel fit. You subjecting yourself to whatever you're being subjected to is not abuse. You're doing it to yourself. That's the fundamental difference.
No, but, like...
I just told you what abuse meant.
Yeah,
okay? Bye.
Impossible to talk to, honest to God.
Yeah, but you're just wrong. So bye.
No, but you're just talking to people like shit. Like,
yeah, but it's not abuse though, because you agreed to it. Bye.
Oh my God, that is so wrong. What the fuck?
But you agreed to it.
Yeah, but if someone...
But you agreed to it though. But you agreed to it though.
But if
you see how I already speak to people? Why do you'd have to be deluded to think I'm going to treat you any different?
No, I'm not thinking you're going to treat me any different.
Yeah, exactly. So why are you complaining then?
If you're saying...
Get the hell on. Get on. Get the hell on.
You're consenting to abuse.
It's not abuse. It inherently would not be abuse because
no, but you're
again,
saying
you
that
do
it's
not have the
abuse
impression that
because
you
I'm
cannot.
consenting to speaking to you. But if someone's in an abusive
is that seriously?
relationship-
Is that seriously the only thing that you heard?
Oh my God.
Damn, that's crazy. So why would I ever treat you better? Why would I ever treat you better if you couldn't even listen to the basic sentences I just spat out to you?
But you don't listen to mine, so why should I?
But I did though,
Do you know what I mean?
But I did,
Yeah,
and
but you're speaking over
but
me,
I
you're
did, and
not
I
listening to a
responded.
word
But
I'm saying.
because you're not engaging with anything that I said. So why would I ever respect
But
you?
you're not engaging with me, like.
But I did though, because I just answered
Like, a
everything that you
debate is
needed me
meant
to
to be back and
answer.
forth, like,
But this
I'm
isn't a
speaking for a
debate though, because you
second,
didn't engage with what I
you
just
think
said.
over us.
But you didn't engage with what I just said, so I'm going to interrupt you and ask you to engage.
So, like, say you consent to speaking to someone, that doesn't give them the right to treat you like shit.
Yeah,
Like, 'cause
no.
if you're in an abusive
yeah, so
relationship...
the fundamental difference, fuck, right? The fundamental difference would be the fact that they've already seen the way that I've been treating people, like that I treat people that say dumb shit, right? And I've already said this. I'm not a nice person. I'm a kind person. I'm not a nice person, especially to people like you, right? I'm not at all. I don't believe in being a nice person. I don't think it actually gets you anywhere with people that you already don't value, okay? So again, you've already seen how I behave with people. You have the choice to leave. You do not have to come up here. You can stay a bigot by yourself. No one gives a fuck. You could have existed or not existed. It would not have changed my life in the slightest, right?
Yeah, I'm totally
So like
aware of
you have the choice to not come up here. I never even gave you the impression that you didn't have to come up here. So inherently it cannot and will not be abuse.
Yeah, but, like, on that extent, the way that you're speaking, if you, for example, you know someone's not nice, but say you're a naive girl, like...
That's not my problem.
Yeah, I know it's not your problem.
I don't
know
care.
that.
I don't care.
Yeah,
If you come up here, you see how I behave, you see how I value people, which people like you, I don't like at all. I don't like them finding themselves in this situation and then choosing to remain in the situation would be their fault. They can leave. I don't make them feel like they can't leave. Even if they are naive, that has nothing to do with me. I don't need to wait for people to wipe their ass.
Yeah, but I'm speaking on the term of just general abuse, like in a relationship and stuff as well.
But this can't be abuse though.
But if someone feels like they can't leave a situation,
yeah.
but
So
you're
why
saying
would
everyone's
someone?
got the choice to leave. I know that.
Yeah,
if
but I
someone
did
feels
not.
like
But
they
I did not
can't-
make them feel that way. Them being stupid has nothing to do with
I'm
me.
not saying you. Like, I'm not.
But
saying
that
you
would
right
have.
now.
But that would have to be the case. I would have to make them feel so, right? And I would have to know that I'm making them feel so. It cannot be abuse. If you don't know that you can leave a TikTok live, you shouldn't be on TikTok at all.
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. So then, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, you're saying I've got the choice to leave, which you're correct. I'm not disputing that.
Okay.
But if someone's in an abusive relationship, for example,
we're not talking about an abusive relationship, because in an abusive relationship, the reason that people stay is because they feel like they cannot leave. That's what makes it abusive, genius.
You're impossible.
I just answered your question. I don't meet the criteria for this to be abuse. Go off, though. Bye. All right, let's go on to the next person. In the meantime, y'all
engage in the topic. Like,
I don't know why they feel like they need to come white knight for people as if I'm going to treat them any better. Never. Never. Hi. Do you think that spanking is abuse?
No.
Why?
Because it's not abuse.
Yeah, I just asked you why.
It's a form of discipline. It's a form of correction. It's not abuse.
What's the definition of discipline? I keep forgetting my pickaxe.
I feel like you don't want to have like an.
I didn't even fucking say anything that time. I didn't even fucking say anything that time, dude. Like, be for real, dude. Be fucking for real.
Something can be both.
Lydia, I feel bad for you because I feel like you really will have a 10-year-old
question. You don't have to feel bad for me.
We get it. Lydia's the kind white girl. I'm sorry. I'm
here
so
on my own
sorry.
field.
I'm big and bombastic. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Emily,
so
do you
sorry.
do you think that something can be both used as discipline and also be abusive?
I feel that if it's taken to a certain level, then yeah, it can be abusive. Just like eating. You eat, but if you overeat, I mean, obviously it's endangerment. You're going to become obese. There is a line, and I think some people do cross that line, but I don't believe that spanking is abuse.
So why don't you think that spanking crosses?
Thank you for the heartbeat, Nikki.
I will.
And hey, thank you so much for the love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And patting one on the butt or, gently tapping one on the butt, that's not abuse. I don't know where in anybody's head that's
real
abuse.
quick.
Hey, thank you so much for the heartbeat, Des.
Gently tapping. Do you mean just if I tap someone on the shoulder like that?
No, like giving a spat on the butt. I mean, I think everybody knows what that is.
Why should we smack children on the butt if it hasn't been shown?
Christina, thank you so much for the $20.
Hasn't been shown what?
Hold up.
I said, why should we be smacking children on the butt if it hasn't been shown to actually do anything and it has been shown to hurt them?
Where have you seen that it hasn't been shown to do anything?
Are you serious?
There's no evidence that spanking is effective.
There is no evidence that it's not effective.
Yes, there is. There's a plethora.
Do you want me to give it to you?
Sure, if it's not an anecdote.
Oh my God, it's Melon Goose.
It's not an anecdote. So I'll give you a couple that you can look at. So first, the APA, the American Psychological Association, has a really good slideshow with just kind of some basic statistics and findings that they have. It's called The Research on Spanking and Its Implications for Intervention. So they did a entire meta-analysis, which is like an analysis of a bunch of studies on the same topic. It was 75 studies over 50 years from 13 different countries, 161,000 children. And they found that spanking is linked with worse behavior in children, not better. That it was associated with significantly more aggression and antisocial behavior problems. And none of the studies, of the 75 studies across 13 countries, showed a link between spanking and better behavior.
Well, see, I didn't have time to research before I hopped on here. So
you didn't come for education? Oh my God, who would have thought?
I don't even want to hear you talk about education because all you do is sit up here and say, "Your daddy, you ain't got a daddy." How educated is that debate?
Yeah, it's not an educated debate.
Some prunes. That's not an educated debate. Wait
a minute. How the fuck do you expect for me to react? You're fucking delusional. If someone is not going to engage, Christina, I can't find you. If someone is not going to engage with me genuinely within the debate, I'm not going to engage genuinely with them. If they're going to come up here and act fatherless, I'm going to treat them fatherless, right? Like, I'm confused. The Southerners are never beating the allegations of low IQ. They're just never doing it. Like, there's no way you expect for me to respond in an intelligent way to an unintelligent person. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to roast your shit. Okay, Emily? Okay? So go ahead and unmute. If you didn't come up here for, like, education, I get it. You guys like Lydia. I fucking love Lydia. She's going to be my aggression translator today. Y'all ever seen one of those? I fucking love those. And I get it. Y'all like Lydia because she's more likely to be respectful. I'm not.
We just have different debate styles. And
No, and I don't feel like her style. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but it's not.
You're not supposed to like me. I want people like you to hate me.
It's not about liking.
This already isn't a debate because you don't have any evidence for what you said.
There are
what are we
studies I'm sure that
doing?
you can find that show that disciplining your child.
Here's the thing, though, Emily. I wouldn't be debating this topic if I haven't already done the research as well as know, right? All of the other sources that my opponents typically will bring up, right? That's how you know that you've adequately researched something, when you know your stance as well as the opponent's stance, Emily. Not a single thing that you've said here has been anything different to what I have already researched, Emily.
There is no way to have
Emily,
your daddy, some prunes. Like, what is that, 12-year-old?
Is that really all you heard in that conversation,
That's
Emily?
all
It's
you
giving
said in that
selective hearing.
conversation, and you think
Because
it's
how was I
funny?
supposed? But Emily, how was I supposed to react to someone to tell me to literally smell their shit? Lydia, how would you react to that?
she did. She's like, I want you to smell my poop. That's what the guest said. So then Tashika told her to eat some prunes to help her get it out.
Yeah, she said she was breathing hard.
That guest came up not looking to have a real conversation, so Tashika just engaged with it the way the guest was.
I mean, like, if that's all you heard, Emily, I get it. Like, the Southerners, y'all are never beating these allegations. You're never beating the allegations, okay?
The Southerners are never beating the allegations.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I just feel like you're
Oh, Kai, thank you so much for the feathers! Oh my goodness, you're so sweet. Thank you so much.
I just feel like I'm never gonna scroll across.
Oh my God, Hennessy, thank you for the roses. W Hennessy, y'all. W Hennessy.
Logical.
W Hennessy. I love it. I love it.
It's just like,
hey,
name calling.
Junior, thank you so much for the lightnings. Valkyrie with the heart puffs. I love that. I love that so much. Thank you so much. Christina with the roses. Thank you so much, Christina. Oh, Lex with the roses. W. Oh my God, with the dinosaur. Oh my God, blue guap. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who would have thought? Lex with the roses. Jimmy with the oh my God, Hennessy with the tight. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Okay, I have a question for you, Emily.
Go ahead.
Have you ever done your own research on the topic and looked up the effects of spanking?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I'll be quiet. Thank you for the money gun.
Have you ever taken the time to research the effects of spanking?
I would genuinely, and I know she's about to call me some
I literally wasn't about to say anything.
But no, I have not.
And that's okay, but then I don't know why you would come up here to debate about it.
That's
because the literal is spanking abuse. It doesn't say, is spanking abuse? Have you done your research and read 15 topics before
oh
getting
my
on
God,
the
do you drink soap, Emily? I'm confused.
Dude,
do I have to spell all of this out for you?
I have a 12-year-old.
Do I have to spell all of this out? Does your 12-year-old drink soap? Do you have to explicitly tell them don't drink soap? I'm confused.
Do you have children? Whatever your
no, my bloodline will end with me.
Like every question, Lydia.
Emily, I get it.
Lydia,
Emily,
do you have children?
You had Christina.
Me?
Was it you? Christina Carol. Okay,
no, I don't have kids.
Okay, it makes.
But you were about to accept what Lydia says. So be quiet. Hey, be quiet. You know it don't matter. Oh, let's bring up an actual mother. Let's bring up mother.
Hi.
Hey, Mel. How are you?
Oh, I'm laying on
the beautiful Mel living in her what is basically a fucking mansion. W, right, Mel? Anytime you're ready. It's mother. 1 second. Go ahead, Mel. Take it away.
So, why do you think that people who are not parents can't learn about what is abuse and what is not?
I didn't say you can't learn about it. I said you have no personal experience with having children. That's what I said.
So do you ask your pediatrician, your child's pediatrician, if they have personal experience with having children?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Because we just trust them that they're educated enough on things that
Right, they have degrees and they're educated. Right, they have degrees.
They don't
literally
need
went to school.
personal experience to know
They're
how to
not
take
on
care
a
of their
TikTok
children.
live calling people a southern "does my poop stink" whatever the hell you said.
I didn't
Maybe
even.
they are.
Wow.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are. I don't know. It
I
could
don't
be.
know. I highly doubt it. There is never an educated that I've scrolled here that I've seen like an educated debate. It's like, you know, you don't have a dad. That's why you have no teeth. Like it's like literal 12-year-old bullshit. And
There's actual evidence. Like if you actually wanted to learn, oh, thank you for the Cash App. If you actually wanted to like learn this, they do have
Thank you, Christine, for
sources
$5
and evidence behind how spanking is abuse.
But also, I just want to make something really clear. Hey, Christina. I just wanted to make something really clear here, Emily. You said verbatim you don't even have evidence. So, you know, at the very least, the only thing that you could come up here to do is learn. So I'm confused. You know, because like really quickly, Emily
wanted to talk shit. Honestly,
yeah, I'm just confused. It seems like you wanted to white knight for the people that believe the same things as her. But like really quickly, Emily, you're
which
a white
is
woman.
everyone in this chat. But
Yeah,
cool.
that's cute. That's cute. All 4,000 got it. Anyway, so Emily, just really quickly, you're a white woman, right?
I am. Thanks for noticing.
Right. So, do you think that
Right.
racism is wrong?
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
Right. Do you think slavery is wrong?
Yes.
Have you ever been a slave before? Have you ever? Do you think racism against Black people is wrong?
I just don't understand how that.
No, Emily, can you please answer the question, Emily? Can you just answer
Yes.
the fucking question? You
Yes,
think
I
all of
do.
these things, but you're not Black. How can you ever think this is wrong? You're not fucking Black.
That is
Thank you for the fantastic, Jordan.
Emily, the point is that you don't have to experience something to have a moral stance on it. Like
Okay,
I've
and it's
never
your
been in a
moral stance.
trafficking situation, but I think that's very wrong and abhorrent. So the point is that you don't need to have personal experience. I don't need to have children to know that hitting children is wrong, right?
Right. Okay.
That's all we're saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, Christina, what did you want to say, my love?
Okay, I'm gonna say what I want to say, and then I'm gonna get back in the comments to have more fun there. But for the record, y'all get in this box and will bitch and moan and complain about Bob not being nice to you, not coddling your sensitive, bigoted ass
No, I don't
feelings.
think anybody's doing
and
that.
then be
I think-
upset.
No.
Listen.
We're
I'm
saying
the
it's
one
not
you
a
ever wanna
debate
do
when
this
it's just
with,
name
ever in
calling.
real
It's not a
life
debate when you don't
or
have
online.
evidence either. So go ahead.
But listen, you get in this box and you bitch and moan and complain about someone not being nice to you while justifying putting your hands on children. Being an adult with a child is you're the one that's responsible. Get the resources. They're out there. It's 2024 in real life. Stop being a fucking lazy ass parent and saying, "Oh, I was abused as a child. I turned out fine." You didn't, stink, because you think it's okay to continue that cycle of abuse onto the next generation, and because you have an inability to communicate properly with children younger than you, you think it's okay to put your hands on them, saying that what if they burn themselves? What if they run into the middle of the street? So harm them some more? You sound fucking ridiculous. And Bop's not here to be your friend. If you've been in this live more than once or for longer than 10 minutes, you know it's been a debate live since day one. Come into the box without your anecdotes because we don't give a fuck. We're not here to be nice to you. That's your therapist's job. And if they don't have the insurance for it, I promise you, BetterHelp.com is a definite resource for you. But we're not here to be your friends. We're not here to coddle you. Come with statistics and sources or get the fuck out. That's
Oh, she's eating. Your Honor, she's eating. Oh my God. W. Christina in the chat. Thank you so much, Christina. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you so much. Hey, she did not come to disappoint. And just to be clear, Christina is one of my biggest supporters. Very beautiful young lady. Anyway, Emily, are you ready to provide some evidence for your sources? I mean, for your claims. I mean, some sources for your claims, Emily. MEM.
No, I am unable to
Bear.
get and look up sources because I didn't know I was going
Then
to get.
why are you
job.
here, Emily? Because if you didn't even have any sources for your claims, and then you're talking about a debate, here I'm gonna explain this to you, right? Because it didn't seem like you fully understand, right? A debate, right, is not just a discussion. Debates require evidence. Your opinions require evidence. And if you do not have it and you still hold to a particular stance, you know what we call people like that? Delusional. We call them
Whoa.
delusional.
Right. Okay. I got
So
you.
if
That's
you
your
just
opinion.
believe this for, it's not an opinion. That's literally what the word means, Emily.
I'll just
What are
tell
we
you,
doing?
Emily, like why I think it's a problem that you have an opinion on this and you haven't done the research. Because let's just take it like a step further than spanking, right? Let's say, I don't know, you like Emily, do you think it's wrong to like beat your kid with a belt?
Yes.
So what if I just said, well, I haven't really done the research on it, but I feel like in some situations it's just okay, it's not abuse. That doesn't really like, I'm not saying anything really, am I? Like, I'm just basically telling you how I feel about things, even though I don't have any reason to feel like that. So when we do that, when we say things and when we hold views without evidence, we're opening up the door to a lot of really harmful things that
Bigotry.
you and I would both agree are bad.
Thank you, Usman, for the galaxy. I appreciate it. W. Usman. I'm saying, like, this is the same argument that white supremacists use, that genocidal maniacs
I
use.
knew it was gonna go there.
This has
Are
nothing
you
to
a
do
white
with race, white supremacy. It has nothing to do with any of that, but it's going to be brought up.
I didn't even.
Because
Yeah,
I
hold
have
up.
an accent and I'm
No,
white.
I'm not assuming that you're fucking racist because you have an accent,
Then why
Emily.
bring that up?
Because
Why
it's
bring up white
relevant, and
supremacy?
here's the thing,
How is
Emily.
white supremacy and spanking.
Because Emily, it's a defeater. Because generally, racism is something that most people would agree on that is wrong in every context. Would you agree, Emily? I would hope so.
Right. Yes.
Do you think racism is wrong in every context?
Yes.
Exactly. So that's why it's a defeater, right? And the reasoning that you're giving here is the exact same reasoning that is used by people who are racist, by people who are genocidal maniacs. They say things and they believe these things without evidence, and they don't do any kind of research into why they hold the beliefs that they hold.
Yeah, like for example, like scientific racism used to be a very big thing. Like people would try to like use science in order to like justify their racist views. And because people maybe didn't have access to science like we do today, right? Like you can look at papers that are done, you can like see who has like who's qualified. We have the ability to access all these things, but people just believe them. They believe them without evidence. They would say, well, I mean, it seems right to me because I don't really like those people. So it makes sense that they would be like a lesser human. But if you don't have any evidence, you can say anything you want. You can just say like literally say anything. You can say like the tooth fairy is real because I haven't really done any research on it. I just think it's real. And that's not really a harmful belief. But like Tashika said, there are harmful beliefs that that people try to justify without evidence, and then they spread like wildfire sometimes. So the principle is that you should have evidence for the things you believe. You shouldn't just believe them because you believe them. And the reason Tashika brought up white supremacy is because a lot of white supremacists, I'll say all white supremacists, have no evidence for what they believe. None of them have evidence, and yet they all believe it.
Okay, I understand the correlation. I do understand the correlation there.
Okay.
Why did you understand it when it came out of her mouth?
I don't know.
Because she explained it. She wasn't yelling, screaming.
Tashika explained it as well. She was trying to tell you, and you said, well, it was because of my accent. No, if you let her finish, you'll know why she made the analogy. It's a good analogy. Because hopefully we all here disagree with racism, and yet racists can use your exact reasoning to justify their abhorrent, bigoted, disgusting beliefs.
Is spanking, if spanking is considered abuse, is it illegal? I mean, and that's a genuine
Not everything that is morally apprehensible.
No, but I asked a question. Is it illegal?
No, not in every state.
It's illegal in a lot of countries, but it's not illegal in every state here.
You know what else is legal in a lot of places? Slavery, child marriage.
And it was legal here
rape.
too.
Are you Christian?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm an atheist.
Oh, perfect. Right. But anyway, like in the Christian belief, grape is legal. You know, so.
I'm not, like I said, I'm an atheist. I know. I'm
just giving an example. I'm just giving an example of these things. Just because these things are legal in some places doesn't mean that they're actually ethical. Like at all.
I feel like, no, I haven't done research. I haven't looked up studies to show that it's effective or not effective. I'm not going to provide my anecdotes to show how I mother or how I don't mother. I'm just saying that I believe spanking is not abuse if it is not taken over the line.
Emily, you just admitted that you haven't looked into the evidence. So how do you know that if you if you don't know the evidence?
Why do you have a stance on something that you haven't done any research on? That's wholly irresponsible.
And then you said
So
over the line, like where does your line?
I've read like 18,000 studies about spanking.
No,
you don't have to.
And you don't have to name call.
I'm a little bit confused, Emily. Have you ever like I genuinely have to ask about people's backgrounds when they say things like this, because like if you've ever been in literally any academic setting, you already know that you don't have to look at 1,000 studies in order to be able to prove your point.
Yeah,
Like
there's
at all.
things called like meta-analyses, which is one of the things I cited. It was an analysis of 75 studies. So you don't have to look at every single one, right? You can just see if it's a reputable source. Like, do you remember learning about like how you know if a source is reputable or not, like in school?
Right. Yeah.
So how do you know when a source is reputable? Exactly. So like I feel like you really need to
Okay, let me hop off and I'll look at studies and then I'll come back
please
on
do.
and you'll tell me why all of those studies are not relevant.
Not relevant.
you making an
Honey,
assumption,
anyway, Emily, so here's what you need to do first before you go up and look for studies. You need to go and look up how you find reputable and credible studies. Okay, because you didn't even know what a reputable study was. Okay, Emily, that's the first step. You need to be able to go up and look for these studies, right? Find out what your opposition studies are as well. You need to go find your source as well as the opposition's source in order for you to ever be able to come up here and be able to debate this effectively.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Please, if you are in the guest request, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse. Also, please have at least a high school level of education. Hi, how old are you? Actually, no, I did this shit in middle school.
Because it doesn't seem like she would deconstruct, because that would require acknowledgement that you need evidence for your beliefs. But
actually, why did we bring that up?
I don't know. I should have asked her if she was raised atheist or if she deconstructed or what.
Yeah. But Gabby, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 21.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
Yes, I wanted to try.
It's okay. It's my job. That's my job. I got you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. You're amazing, beautiful, mwah, right? But that's my job. I got you though.
I need to get better at that.
It took me a long time, but if you really want to say something, just DM me. Just DM me, and I got you, baby. Hi, how old are you? Hello? All right, I don't think this person is here, y'all. Give it a second. Y'all, but like, if you have any extra arguments that you think I should run that I haven't thought of, just DM it to me. Just DM it to me. I will read it. I read all of your DMs. Hi, how old are you? Hello?
Hi.
Oh my
I'm
God.
23.
Jesus Christ. Hold up. One second.
What's going on?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all ever have those like during the first of the month and it's like right in your asshole?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I literally can't, it feels like you have a hernia, but you don't.
Right.
I can't do it. I can't. It hurts so bad. It hurts.
And then actually trying to take the dump
to
is like,
shit? Fuck a shit. Farts?
It's hell. It really is.
Clock me out. Clock me out immediately. Anyway, Haley, what year were you born? Just to make sure. Thank you. Wait, what year were you born? Haley?
01.
Oh, cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
Yes.
Period, Haley! Let's go on to the next person, y'all. But in the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. Remember, we are just looking for some debates. Okay, we are looking for some debates. Also, if you do want to support us, go ahead. Gift Mel, gift Lydia. They deserve it. They're very beautiful women.
Thank you, Tashika.
Remember, my Cash App and Venmo is in my bio. Lydia's Cash App and Venmo is in her bio. If you know Mel, you already know what the fuck on. Okay. Hi. How old are you?
I'm 20.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
I'm 24.
Cool.
24.
So do you think that spanking is abuse?
No.
Why?
I think the extent of spanking, I myself as a child was abused, and I was spanked like excessively with hangers things were like objects.
I would rather you not
objects.
fucking come on here and trauma dump. I would really rather that. Ethan, thank you so much for the galaxy. I would rather you not do that. I would rather you not do that. It's really disrespectful. All right, they're not here anymore. Let's go on to the next person. Boundaries, y'all. Boundaries. Boundaries. That's unacceptable in any context. In any context. No one asked for that. Thank you. All right, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hi, how old are you?
29.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
I do not.
Cool. Why?
I just think that it's a way to discipline children and a way to teach them right from wrong. I mean, there's a certain extent where it becomes abuse, but it's not if it's done properly.
Yeah, so at what extent is it not abuse, and what evidence do you have for this?
Well, I mean, just, do you have evidence that it is abuse?
Yep.
How so?
Yeah, so let's go over to it now. Yeah, so like one of the biggest studies about spanking here, it's from the APA, the National Library of Medicine. It's a meta-analysis that goes over 4 other studies, and within these 4 studies, these other 4 studies were on spanking as well. But the issue that they found in these studies is that they accounted for things that most people themselves would also agree was spanking, that was abusive, that was spanking, right? And so within this study, they did a meta-analysis of these 4 other studies, and then they conducted their own analysis, and they found that by taking away, even in the context of like using outside weapons such as hangers or like a belt or things like that, that 13 out of 17 child outcomes were significantly associated with their parents' uses of spanking. This context being them just using their hands. They found that these children had a heightened sense of aggression. They had antisocial behavior. They internalized their problems. They externalized their problems. They had a higher risk of mental health issues. They had negative relationship.
Too much.
Period.
Too much evidence.
Anyway, let's go to the next person, y'all. The attention span is just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's bad. Hi, how old are you?
I am 18.
Cool. What year were you born, real quick?
2005.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
I am not sure. I grew up getting spanked. I have not looked into it yet. I was just curious as to learn how it would be abuse and what would you do instead of spanking.
Well, hey hon, just watch the live.
I can give you some studies that I won't read them to you, but I can give you some that you can go look at after this if you want.
There's a man in my house.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
There's a man in my house.
So
is the man supposed to be in your house?
No. There's a tall black man in my house. I need to leave. There's an Enderman in my crib,
the
Chad.
first one from Harvard. It's called The Effect of Spanking on the Brain. Then you can look up, what's it called? It's from the University of Texas. The research on spanking and its implications for intervention.
Am I unsafe? Very. Sorry.
Let's see. You can go to the NIH. They have some good studies. Physical punishment of children, lessons from 20 years of research, spanking and child outcomes, old controversies and new meta-analyses, the case against spanking from the APA. So there's lots of stuff out there. And if you want to know alternatives, you can probably look up some generalities, but if you want specifics for your child, that you probably want to see a child psychologist if you want to know how best your child learns things. So,
all right. Well, thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Yep.
All right, y'all, let's go to the next person. Oh my god. Yo, he's mogging me, chat. Please. Please, he's in my house. He's in my house. Anyway. Oh my god. Hi, how old are you?
61.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
No, I don't.
Why?
Well, like I said, I'm 61, and back when I was coming up, our teachers were allowed to spank us, and you didn't even have to tell your parents.
Yeah, that's abusive.
So we behaved.
It's not abuse because I got abused.
Wait, so they stopped doing that though, right? Didn't they stop doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do now, but
yeah, why they stop doing it though?
Look, I worked in a daycare for 27 years. We weren't allowed.
Are you gonna answer the fucking question?
What fucking question?
The fucking question of why they stopped doing it.
because some liberal dumbass thought it was abuse.
Okay, yeah, thought it was abuse. What does
Terry,
abuse
do you
mean?
have any evidence? Do you have any counter evidence to all the evidence we've presented?
I don't care about that. I care about the poor little girl that came
yeah,
over here
so-
a minute ago and was going to talk about her abuse.
Because I don't want to hear that shit.
Totally
I don't want to hear
then
that
why do you
shit.
care if you have no compassion?
I explicitly don't because I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want people to trauma dump.
So what is
I
it
don't.
to you if it's abuse or not? Why do you care?
We're not therapists. We don't need to hear that.
That's out of my depth
making money off
immediately.
of bullshit.
Bullshit. No, I'm not. Like I'm making money off of you. So if you want to call yourself that, positive self-talk is a virtue.
Do what?
Positive
You need to mind. So if y'all were disciplined, yeah, look at you.
I was disciplined.
If y'all
though.
were disciplined,
Why do you
as
think I'm
children,
like this?
You wouldn't be like you are, and you might
But
have
I was,
a
though.
real job.
But I was a real job. Anybody want to
Instead
work
of being on TikTok.
on TikTok?
Right.
Hey, real quick, my love. How many? Thank you for the money gun. How many continents are there? Damn, I'm TikTok, but you know where you should be? Back in that fucking classroom.
No, you know what?
Right?
No,
but Terry, Terry,
Excuse me.
Terry, no. Terry,
I'm
no.
not
Terry,
TikTok.
Terry. But Terry, but I'm on TikTok, but where should you be?
Minding
But where
my
should you
own
be? How many
business and not
continents are
falling
there,
into
Terry?
people's traps.
Terry, Terry.
No,
But
you're
Terry,
just a-
Terry.
Oh, you're a bully.
But
You're a bully. You're a bully.
yeah, big bully, bombastic bully,
Yes, you are.
big bully. Yes, lad. Hey,
And now you're making fun of Caribbean people.
I am Caribbean.
Is Caribbean?
I'm literally Jamaican. What are we talking about? Why'd you just assume that I wasn't? What the fuck is going on? I'm literally Jamaican.
No, you're fine, and I don't care. But
You did care though.
treat
You
people
did.
like
You
they're
just act like you cared. Be for real, okay? Act like you know. Act like you know around here, Terry.
I know
Terry.
you talk like fall into your trap to make me look
Come
stupid.
on, Terry,
that's all.
Terry. But here you are, though. That's like the thing.
No, I wanted to say,
Terry,
how so discompassionate you are to that girl.
Terry, because it is a strict boundary of mine that people do not come on here and fucking trauma dump. Whether or not you were abused in your past is not going to be the validation you think it is. It's fucking manipulative to be like, yeah, I was abused. No.
Well, it's manipulative for you to debate on whether it's abuse or not.
I am not. What the fuck is going on?
And it's
on
also
this
very
sweet
strange
day
that
of Jesus?
you're worried about her and how she was treated in this live when you want to continue to abuse children.
I'm a little bit confused though because wasn't she abused via spanking? Yet you want to sit here and continue that?
Who ever said I abuse children?
You're
Mel?
advocating for it, my love.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not
you are.
advocating
You
for
are.
it.
You even said it was taken out of schools because of
The liberal agenda. Can you spell agenda?
Thank you for the dinosaur.
Can you
What?
Don't say that.
agenda? I'm a mechanic. I'm so, I'm so sorry. Anyway, girl.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and get your fucking laughs. I don't care.
Thank you. You're really funny.
Good. We will.
I'm very happy that you don't care. That makes me feel like a lot safer in laughing at you.
Good.
I think it's healthy to laugh.
Well, it is if somebody is funny.
Yeah, you're funny as fuck.
How do you come to your beliefs? Like how do you know if something's
Because I was
true or
brought
not?
up in the '60s. I was born.
I'm asking you a broader question, Terry. Like what is your process for finding truth?
Finding truth, because I was brought up in a country.
In a Trump?
No. I'm not asking where you were brought up. I'm asking about your process. Like, what's the process you go through in your mind to determine if something is true or not?
Uh-oh. The big man himself.
Of what?
Don't fuck me, Dean.
What happens to me?
I'm just asking you, like, let's say someone tells you, I just saw a flying pig. How do you go through the process in your mind of determining whether or not that's true?
That's unreasonable.
Here, I'll give it, like, for me, I'd be like, I wonder if there's any evidence of that.
No, I don't think that way.
You don't. So
You don't think for evidence.
that there
Got it.
wasn't a flying pig then.
because I know that doesn't happen.
Yeah, how do you know though?
What if this is the first time there's ever
No,
been
but how would you go about knowing for sure that it doesn't happen?
Because I've never seen it, and I'm 61 years old. So
Have you ever been to Australia?
No, I haven't.
How do you know Australia is actually there?
How do you know that I actually exist right now?
Have you ever seen a kangaroo?
You know, they're coming up with a lot of things.
So, Terry, what I think is that you actually do operate on evidence. Maybe you don't do it very well, but I think that you wouldn't see any evidence, past or present, for flying pigs, right? You're saying, I've never seen one, so you don't have any prior experience that there's any flying pigs. So that would be an example of evidence. So if you use the evidence in the case of the flying pig, why don't you use it in other cases, like spanking? Like, why don't you see, well, what are the effects of spanking on children? Does it actually work?
It worked on us.
No, it didn't, because here you are.
No, because I respected my elders and I respected my teachers.
Yeah, but like here you are though, so it didn't work. It did not work.
Yeah, and you respected them out of what? Fear of being spanked or hurt?
No. I liked her.
You like getting spanked?
Well, that's a whole other thing.
Okay. You know what, y'all?
I genuinely thought that's what you were about to say.
Me too.
This is exactly why I try to make a point not to speak to anybody.
Bro, I thought that's what you were going to say. I'm sorry.
That's under 40 because people your age.
I think you do not
know every fucking thing.
Our ages are all ranged in here.
Yet,
I know, right?
And you'll find out.
Hey, Terry, I hear you.
Oh,
you do not
fuck
want to.
you. You're not going to sit here and
you didn't even do it.
Terry, listen to me here. I'm in
my accent.
Listen to me.
That's Dean's accent. Dude.
Listen to my accent, ma'am. Listen to me here. I hear you. These young kids, these Gen Zers, they don't know what they're talking about, ma'am. I'm an old soul, but here's the thing. If I could give you 7 academic studies to denote that spanking leads to worse behavioral issues and psychological issues down the road before you can say yee-haw, how would you feel?
Fuck all y'all.
Okay. Okay.
He just knows there's no flying pig.
Yeah.
There's no
yeah.
never
questioning anything. Intuitively knows that there cannot be.
Everyone knows it's God-given knowledge that pigs don't have wings, I guess.
Trump said pigs don't have wings, so they don't have wings. We know.
Fuck.
No, that was a presupposition.
Someone said cops fly all the time.
Bruh. Y'all, let's go on to the next person, y'all. If you do want to support us, anyone on here, go ahead and gift them. Yo, show some love to the Deanie Meister. All right, the Deanie Pookie Dean.
How we doing?
Deanie Meister is crazy.
Yeah. Marissa, don't make me laugh, bro. My asshole is dying.
Marissa, do you have a website called askmarissa.com?
Oh my God, it's Marissa. Marissa. Oh my God.
Is this the Marissa?
I think so.
Marissa, do you have several qualifications in holistic health?
No.
Who is Marissa? What am I missing here?
From yesterday. Someone cited me as a source, askmarissa.com.
That said itself that it wasn't a credible source.
If anyone's
yeah, if you're missing your foreskin, go ahead and ask Marissa. Anyway. Where's my foreskin? Anyway, I'm so sorry. Anyway, Marissa, do you think that spanking is abuse?
No, I think it's a discipline thing because growing up, my parents would spank me and my siblings if we did something bad.
Do you think that something can be both discipline and abuse?
Some might see it as abuse, but most of my family saw it as discipline.
That's not the question she asked you.
Like, do you think someone can say, I don't want to say any words that are going to get you taken down, but what if you like shoved your kid's face in the toilet as a form of discipline?
I don't know if you need to go there.
That would be something,
right? It's
yeah.
Even if they do it as a form of punishment or discipline, it's still abusive.
That would be like abuse right there, shoving their face.
Yeah, but why would it be abuse though?
That's a good question. That'd be like traumatized.
Can you define discipline? Marissa?
I know you were talking to me. Define discipline, huh? I guess like discipline for me, like how we learned it, like do it again.
So correct behavior. Discipline is means to correct behavior. Marissa, can abusive means correct behavior? If my kid does something I don't like, so I pull his fingernails out and he never does it again, according to your definition, that would be discipline. But my question to you is, can abusive means be discipline?
Probably not abusive. Like is abuse. Like that's something.
Well, if you define discipline just as means in which correct behavior, I don't see why abusive means couldn't be a means to correct behavior, right? And this is exactly what we're saying about spanking.
The going in and out of the accent is really getting me.
I need you to set it aside, Dean. Put it away.
No, I can't stop. Just kidding, I can.
He still didn't let it go. I heard it. I heard it still.
Yeah,
Marissa.
No. Hold on. Someone asked if I was driving. No, I'm not driving, guys. I'm sitting in my truck at work.
Okay.
You're good.
Can you go ahead and answer the question, please?
Okay, what's the question again?
I think Dean was asking you if your definition of of discipline is behavioral correction, then pulling your child's fingernails off could still be discipline, but it's still abusive.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that's just that's be like abuse.
Yeah, why would it be abuse though? That's what we keep asking you. Because like it could be discipline. Because if I did something and then in response someone pulled off my fingernails, I'm never doing that thing again. So if anything, you can make the argument that pulling off your child's fingernails is actually more effective than spanking.
Exactly. See, yeah. Now we're getting somewhere, Marissa. Now we're getting somewhere, right? And then maybe also like the immediate harm. See, this is my issue with spanking. It's not about the way it corrects the behavior. It's not about the immediate harm caused. Maybe even if I was a 10-year-old kid, I think that getting my phone taken away for a week would be more harmful than getting spanked. But the issue is the long-term effects of it, right? In the long term, we see worse behavioral issues as well as psychological damage. Right, and these are the qualifiers that would make it abuse, Marissa.
Okay, I can see where it comes from on that.
So, do you have a response?
I kind of agree with that on that. My response, I don't know what my response would be right now.
So, do you still think that spanking is abuse? I mean, do you think that spanking is abuse?
It's like it goes two ways for me. Like,
how?
Let's see. Well, growing up, we got disciplined by spanking, and then others.
Yeah, and that's abuse. I'm confused. No one is asking you to see your parents as abusers, but what they did was abusive.
And I gotta go. We got off. Like I got confused. But hold on, let me see what my boss is getting. I gotta go.
Okay, all right, Marissa. I appreciate you. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. Lord have almighty mercy. Let's go on to the next person. Lord have mercy. I just want to make it clear, we're not asking you to see your parents as monsters, but if they're monsters, I don't know what to tell you. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
I truly believe that it is.
Okay, cool. I'm just looking for people who believe that it is not abuse. I do appreciate your time, though. Yeah, let's go on to the next person. Give it a second. We will get some more debates in. But if you do think that spanking is not abuse, go ahead and hop into the guest request. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse. Hi, Stan. How old are you?
23.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
I do not believe it is abuse.
Why is that?
I think it's a form of training. And I think there's minimal forms of training.
Okay, so do you think that training can be done via abusive means?
Children aren't dogs, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's going on there. But anyway, so like, do you think that training can be done via abusive means?
Well, I just imagine a world where there is no form of training done by minimal means or...
I'm a little bit confused as to why you're not answering my question.
What was your question?
Right, that's fucking insane. Get it together, okay? Like I asked you before, and I need you to listen. I know I'm black and you're programmed to not listen to that. I get it, right? But let's put our listening ears on. Right. Anyway, so like I asked you before, can you train someone via abusive means?
Yeah, you can.
Right. So how is spanking not training someone via abusive means?
It's not abusive.
Yeah. So
as it is a minimal punishment.
How is it not
There's
abusive?
a difference between minimal punishment and abuse.
Right. Then demonstrate how that wouldn't apply to spanking.
Spanking is a minimal punishment. Abuse is
No,
causing
really.
harm or inflicting real damage. That's why courts are set up.
So how
That's why there's a law
how
system
does
in place.
spanking not meet this
I feel like if
criteria?
anyone went to a court and said, for years, if
Okay, so
they
you
were
so
to
you
be
think that
spanked-
legality dictates morality then?
Yeah, I feel like the legality system was set up in place based on morals and Christian values.
Wait, really? So when the legality of like the U.S., like let's just talk about the fugitive slave clause from the late 19th century, when the legality of the U.S. was set up in such a way where black individuals could be made quote unquote.
I think it's ever evolving. And
Individuals, that was
spanking
moral.
has never been a big issue.
Can you answer my question? If morality is based upon legality, would you say when slavery was legal, slavery was moral?
I believe that there's an abusive. Abuse is a form of training.
Are you gonna answer the question?
Completely not answering it.
Yeah, can you not answer like a fucking magic 8-ball, sir?
My thing is like if it's this hard for you to engage with this, that means you disagree with yourself, and you can get the fuck out right now.
No, I don't believe abuse is. I believe abuse.
That's
is a form of
explicitly
training.
not what he fucking asked you, though. That's the crazy part.
Well, that's a real diversion of the topic.
It's really not though. It's really not though. Just because you do not know how to follow a basic conversation, you have no social skills. We get it. Talk to your mom. That doesn't mean that like we were off topic. It just means that you can't follow basic conversations.
I think I need to bring back my not understanding analogy.
Conversations you were describing, transitioning from slavery to.
Honey, do you know what an analogy is? Do you know what a reductio ad absurdism is?
No, what we're doing, Sam, we're not going off topic. We're just taking your concepts and testing them out to see if they hold to be the case, right? So when you make the statement that morality would follow from what is legal or what is illegal, or I'm just going to view that as absurd because we could look at obvious examples where we know that's not the case, such as slavery, right?
Talking about modern law.
So even in the context of modern law, let's just look all over the face of the planet. Right now in Afghanistan, women can't go to school past 6th grade. Would you say that means it's immoral if one were to, since it's illegal?
Yes.
Oh, you don't have a moral compass.
That's unfortunate.
So when it was moral and legal, I mean, when it was legal to enslave black people, then it was moral to enslave black people.
What the fuck did he just say?
He said it would be immoral. Anyway, so like if that's the case, then then it is moral for black people to be slaves. Then
Maybe people have different moral compasses, and in terms of spanking.
Are you gonna answer the question, Psycho?
I'm listening to your statements, and
it wasn't a statement. It was
large.
explicitly a question. So when it was people's preferences for black people to be slaves to the point where it had like a legal context, you believe that it was moral for them to enslave black people, and that if a black person was free, then it would be immoral.
He said like that. He said like it was only like.
Don't believe it was
legality
abusive.
was only indicative. What?
I don't believe it was abusive. I think society is society.
You don't think it's abusive to enslave people?
It wasn't at the time.
Hey, just so you know, you have your full name on your profile. Just want to remind you of that.
Uh-oh.
San Clemente, OC.
No college. Anyway.
Hey, San. So, are you pro-life by chance? Do you think like abortion's murder and shit?
Yes.
Okay. So, but if morality is determined on legality, would you say that in Colorado, where abortion is legal until 32 weeks, that abortion is not wrong?
I just heard so many screenshots. Mwah. No education.
He actually said that that enslaving people isn't wrong.
Yeah, he said enslaving people isn't abusive. It's wrong for women to go to school past 6th grade in Afghanistan. But let's see if he will uphold his Christian values.
They're just bullying. He just said fucking slavery was moral. Go fuck yourself.
Guys, I think the chat agrees with me in that you're bullying me into.
Sam, I think that you have abhorrent morals.
Yeah.
Well, that isn't the
You
topic.
just said that
We go into the
enslaving
chat
people is
talking
not
about is
abusive.
spanking abusive, and you're attacking character.
I fucking
if you're
knew
attacking
it's
character,
not
then I feel like
I
you guys
fucking
are losing the
knew
argument.
Wait, how do we
when I
attack your
saw that.
character?
Yeah, where? We're just
You're saying
repeating what
I
you
have
said.
Low morality.
Wait, yeah, can you give me... Wait,
not
I'm
just an
attacking your
insult.
character by saying
That's an
that
astute
you
observation.
have a bad moral compass because you don't think slavery is abusive and you don't think women should be able to go to school past 6th grade. Wow, really? Also, you pivoted away from my last question. You said that morality is determined by legality, then you also said abortion is murder. But see, in the context of Colorado, abortion is legal until 32 weeks. So would you say getting an abortion in the context of Colorado before 32 weeks is murder?
I think it's very. My family is from the deep south, and when you use that accent, it's very racist. I have great amount of respect for my family. And,
You're trolling.
You doing
you're
accents like
trolling,
that is just
you're fucking
next level.
trolling.
Hey, my family's from Tennessee, sir.
Oh my gosh.
Also, Dean lives in fucking Colorado.
Not to mention, yeah, what is the race of white people down south? Just
What is the race of people with a southern accent?
What is the race of people with a southern accent, sir?
The race of people with a southern accent.
Yeah, you said I was doing something racist, so
you're
what
fucking
race am I discriminating against?
Wait, why are you saying I'm trolling? You're attacking my character.
Because you're there's no way you actually hold these views. There's zero chance.
Are you in college, Sam?
No.
Oh.
Graduated
vote, Sam?
in law school.
Can you answer my question? What race
for
am I being
Andrew
racist?
Yang in the 2020 election.
San, can you answer my question? What race am I being racist against when I use a southern accent?
I would say black people.
What?
Yeah, this guy definitely says the N-word.
I think he's a troll.
Yeah.
I just 2 + 2 is 4, but not apparently according to.
If 2 + 2 is 4, and 5 and 5
Well,
is
that's why
10.
they're removing all that stuff in Disney. You know, I don't know why you guys.
Why did I
turned
get a
spanking
violation?
Abuse into a race topic.
Probably
but I'm
because
all
he's
for it.
saying all his views on here.
You know what? That is true. I
Wait,
think you
so-
should. Actually, no. I think you should go to bed. I think it's time for bed. I think it's sleepy times. Indefinitely. Anyway, hi Jay. How old are you?
27.
Okay, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
Nope. I think when things are done within controlled environments and done in a correct way, then I think why should it be defined as abuse? Why is it such an extremity? The way I'm looking at it is if we're going to be that extreme, if we're going to say spanking a child is wrong, then is shouting at your partner a form of abuse? Does that make you an abuser?
Yes. Are you fucking crazy?
So then ultimately we live in a world full of abusers where everybody abuses everybody.
We that is possible, yeah.
Conversation done then. So
if you think it's acceptable to scream at your partner, you're weird.
Am I wrong though? Conversation done then. Conversation done because the cycle repeats
If you
itself.
think the conversation's over, then you can leave.
Wait, would you say that people should or shouldn't like fucking scream at their partners?
What have I just said? Do you believe shouting at your partner is a form of abuse? What I think is irrelevant. The question is
verbal
about
abuse not exist?
What you think is not irrelevant?
Yeah, but can you answer my question? Should people or should people not shout at their partners?
I think people shout because they're emotional. Whether it's
I didn't ask you why people shout. I asked you if people should or shouldn't shout.
That's so funny how you won't answer the question.
Subjective on the situation.
It's subjective in accordance with your preferences. Can you answer my question?
No, but you're asking me to answer for every single situation.
We're literally not though. We're literally not though.
Wait, the same way you asked us to answer to every single situation when you asked us if it was abuse.
It's ultimately what you're saying is a dead end conversation because if you're saying that
it's a dead end conversation because you won't answer any damn questions.
Well, allow me to finish. If you're all listen, a conversation. Again, the mocking, listen, is the highest form. So anyway, just moving away. So you said spanking is a form of abuse. You said spanking is a form of abuse. So I'm saying I don't believe if it's done controlled and it's done in a way to keep the child, then yes, I do believe it's okay. I believe if it's repetitive and done it in a way that's out of control, then no, I don't agree with that.
Nice, man. Can you answer my question that I asked you, though? Because you made your first point, and we just still haven't gotten off that because you've been unable to
Sorry,
answer.
if you let me land, you may not.
You've already said all this, my guy. Can you answer his question?
So
can you answer the question? Yes, it is abusive. Yes, it's abuse.
So we live in a society where correcting a child. So if a child does
we live in a society
leads to abuse. That's
Jay,
crazy.
Which we normalize
So what you're trying
yes.
to do is bully me
It
by
is
trying
crazy.
to get me to join a consensus. I'm too intelligent for it, so I can stand here alone, and that's okay.
Whatever
You can keep
helps you
trying
sleep
to
at night,
attack
Daddy.
me,
Okay?
but guess what? There's no rationale to your thinking.
Is trying to
Where
like
do
have
you
a
draw the line?
conversation. Hey
Where
Jay,
do you draw the
hey
line?
Jay, I'm gonna ask you to
Listen,
like
you
please
can't talk
engage in
over
the
me. Where do you
conversation.
draw the line then?
I'm
He's
so
not
sorry.
even
I will
trying
talk
to
over you
child.
because you've been talking this entire time. I don't
How
know
do
if
you
you've gotten the
correct a
memo.
child?
This is a
Do you have a
debate live,
child?
not a preaching live. So
You
I'll
have
go
a
ahead and
child, do you?
Hey, sir.
You have a
Wait, no, I
child.
don't. Are you saying I can't speak on this
Okay,
because I
funny
don't have
that,
a
innit?
child?
It's always the ones that don't have a child that have
Hey
always got
Jay,
the
are you
most
pro-life? Are you pro-life? Jay,
What
do you think
relevance does that
abortion's
have
wrong?
what relevance does that have to is spanking
No,
abusive?
can you just answer
If I
answer the
can't call
question?
spanking
Okay,
wrong
we're
because I don't have a
diverting now.
child,
We're
you can't
diverting.
call
Let's
abortion
stay on
wrong because you
topic,
can't get
people.
pregnant.
No.
I'm
You're
testing
exiting
your
the
logic.
highway.
If
You're
you're saying
exiting the
I can't
highway.
call
Get back on the
spanking wrong
freeway.
because I don't
Get
have a
back on the
child,
freeway, bro.
you can't
Get
call
back on the
abortion
freeway.
wrong
Oh my
because you
God,
can't get
Jay.
pregnant, sir.
No, I didn't give you a response either way. You're
Yes,
assuming.
go ahead and answer my
Let's stick on
question.
the topic.
Engage with
Jay, like
anything I'm
at
asking.
this point, we're just gonna have to move on to the next person. You're nothing. You've
Why?
given us nothing here.
Wow.
You've
I've
given
given
us
you nothing.
Yes,
No, what
you've
you're
given us
finding is,
nothing.
I've just asked you, is shouting at a child abusive? You've
We
just
just said
yes.
yes.
So I've said, okay, so where do we draw the line then? How do you correct
And
a
not
child?
hurting children in any way that does not fucking harm them. Is it that hard of a concept?
So how do you correct a child then? Tell me how you correct a child. Tell
What
me,
is the
please.
most effective way to parent?
Yeah, we aren't saying yell at children. Like, where did you say that?
But when you say yell at children, are you doing it from a standpoint of yelling at them every day, or actually?
It doesn't matter when
We
you
shouldn't
have
be
done
yelling at
it.
children.
So you're telling me you've never? Hold on. That
I'm
doesn't
not
even
saying
sound
that I've never
rational.
yelled at a child, but I participated in a violent act when I did.
But what I'm not understanding is why if the situation requires an adult to shout or use a louder tone to correct a child or bring
It doesn't.
serious
It doesn't.
For example,
Where are you
a
getting
child going to
shouting
touch
out
a
of this
stove.
topic?
Here we go. A child
How are
going
we
to touch a
pivoting when we
stove.
talk about anything else? But he's talking about shouting.
Hold on. A child going to touch a stove, right? Here goes the child now, goes to touch the fire. Are you going to go,
Why did you leave your stove lit and your child alone?
Wait.
Yeah, I'm
Dave,
confused. It just sounds like
don't
you're a bad
touch the
parent.
fire. You're going to go, Dave, don't touch the fire. That's very dangerous. You
Yeah,
could
that's-
really hurt yourself.
Yeah, that.
And there you go.
So this
That's a
has to be some
teachable
kind of
moment.
gaslighting. This has to be some kind of gaslighting, right? Because
No. What you're
obviously,
trying
like
to do is
reactive.
manipulate
Stop
it.
talking, Jay. Like for the love of God, have some goddamn decorum. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying before, reactive screaming wouldn't be abuse because that's not necessarily something that's under your control, right? Now, if you
It's gone
screamed
from
at
shouting to screaming now. Wow. That's an extremity that you're using. Let's stick to the word shouting, not screaming.
you're just gaslighting. There's no way you believe that
you're
you're an intellectual
gaslighting me.
here.
No, you're gaslighting me.
There's no way you
gaslighting
believe
me.
that. Like, there's no way you believe that you're actually an intellectual.
Please quote me
and this
correctly.
is what
Can
you're
you quote
doing.
me correctly? Don't misquote me.
I got an adult. Skibbity toilet.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I mean, Jay.
I'll stop doing this.
Jay, you asked a question, and I just is CML.
It's Mr. Assumptions. Here he is.
So-
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Assumptions. Go on.
Oh my God, you're such a hater.
Yeah, so something I just wanted to touch on here real quick was you asked a question like, where do we draw the line? How are we supposed to discipline children? So, I mean, on the baseline assumption, I'm going to say it's going to be wrong to use abusive means in the sense that, I don't know, spanking can cause worse behavioral issues long-term as well as psychological damage down the road. If you'd like citations on that, just ask. But as far as like the correct provisional means to use, I think we could go through those because the purpose of effective discipline is to help children organize themselves, internalize rules, and acquire appropriate behavioral patterns. And typically speaking, physicians will break up correct forms of discipline based upon age. Like for instance, if we have an infant that's from birth to 12 months, discipline shouldn't involve techniques such as times out, spanking, or consequences, right? Because we're trying to teach them the ability for some tolerance to frustration and the ability to self-soothe, you know what I mean? But then as, you know, like a human grows up and they're like 1 to 2 years, right? This is when we can step in and start using things such as timeout, or removing the child or the object with a firm no, or another brief verbal expression, right, to take them out of the area or position in which they're misbehaving. And then physicians can like later break this down the older they get, right? But I feel like we don't need to go through, right, the correct behavioral correction means we can use to discipline a child because we can simply rule out spanking. Discipline is supposed to correct behavior, and we can rule out spanking from being discipline because we know spanking leads to worse behavioral issues. By definition, this would not be discipline. And then you like take this fact and you put it alongside the fact that spanking leads to harmful psychological trauma down the line. I think we have like a perfect Sunday of fucking abuse.
Okay, so can I ask a question? Here's the thing. In these studies, does it define how many times these children, based on the study, were spanked across the period of their life? Because this is the thing. I didn't say that spanking a child every single day is okay. Let me be clear. I've said that in certain situations, they require certain elements of discipline.
You're going to have to provide a source for this.
Sorry?
You're going to have to provide a source that if you do it a small amount of time, that it doesn't cause harm.
I've got something better than a source. It's
if
real
you say
life.
Personal experience, no, that's not better than a source. That's explicitly not better. That's actually the worst thing you could have given me here.
Yeah, man. Through your two own eyes, have you ever seen the curve of the Earth?
If you allow me to finish, bro. If you just allow me to finish.
Is the Earth flat, Jay?
Again, we're going off topic again.
No, we're not. Really we're really not, dude. We're fucking not. Okay. Use your the critical thinking skills of the general public is fucking abysmal.
But what has a flat Earth got to do with spanking?
Yeah, because you said that.
Engage.
Yeah, you said that anecdotes are going to be more reliable than like scientific evidence or like the conclusions of academic studies and so on. Well, all of our anecdotal experience, all of our. Hey, Jay,
this is science.
You went to race and
Jay, I'm talking. Brother, I'm talking. Hey, Jay, I need you to listen. Hey, yeah, you're fucking whining, right? It's not gonna get us anywhere, man.
Talking louder into your mic doesn't make you sound any smarter, you fool.
He's like been talking at the same like volume. I'm so confused.
No, he's sticking his
I'll
face
just
so
go
close
at.
into
Can
it,
you not interrupt me, Jay?
Hey,
Hey, Jay, can you calm down? Sit crisscross applesauce.
I'm cool, man.
You
I'm
need a
blessed.
timeout. So, all right, awesome. I'll go ahead and finish what I was
all
saying.
this to hit kids.
Yeah, can we here? This is what we'll just do, man. I don't know why some people lack self-control, but we're gonna go ahead and educate you real quick, Jay. So you said that like your anecdotes.
I'm gonna go on to the next person because you're even killing my views right now.
No,
That's crazy.
no. This is the thing.
Can you not interrupt me?
I can, but
dude, please.
Yeah.
Like I need to be able to speak. You could remove the mute from your mic as long as you don't interrupt me. You're good. You could speak once I'm done. If Tashika decides to remove you because you're killing her views or you're acting abysmal, so be it. But the point I'm trying to make here is you're saying that your real life anecdotes are more reliable than scientific findings or academic studies and so on. But we know that this isn't the case, right? Like, for instance, up until 200 years ago, right, we had a consensus amongst everyone pretty much that we lived on a flat Earth in a geocentric model because that's what our two eyes told us. The sun revolved around the Earth and we lived on a flat plane, right? Because this is what our eyes perceived. But then as we use more sophisticated means of unbiased objective research with tools in the scientific method, we've concluded that the Earth is not flat, but rather round, and we don't live in a geocentric model, but rather a heliocentric model. But these findings are diametrically opposed to what we see through our two own eyes. So if you would find what we see through our two own eyes to be more reliable than these other findings, would you say we live on a flat Earth in a geocentric model, sir?
I would say that I trust my senses more than what I trust.
Okay, so you didn't listen to anything we said. Let's go on to the next person. The critical thinking is on zero. It's on zero. It's on zero. Y'all, if you are in the guest request, remember, y'all, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse. Fucking abysmal.
He didn't listen to a single thing.
Not a single syllable. Not a single syllable.
Because if he did, then he would have agreed. If he's rational at all.
Well, yeah, these people are genuinely afraid to be wrong because being wrong means that they're stupid, and that's going to be the case regardless. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 20. I'm actually 30 years old, sorry.
Okay, cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
Yes, I think spanking is abuse.
Okay, cool. Y'all, I just said, please, if you are in the guest request, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse. So if you do believe that spanking is abuse, there's not much of a conversation for us to have because we agree. But if you think that it's not abuse, hop into the guest request. Hi, how old are you? Hello, Chelsea? All right, yeah, let's go into a different person, y'all. Give it a second. We will get some more debates in, y'all. Jay, you're not coming back here, but you're not coming back up here. You have no critical thinking skills.
I'm playing Cupcakeria now.
Okay. So, Hi, how old are you?
You just said that you just want people that don't believe. So you don't want me up here because I'm gonna read y'all ass because all of y'all are out of line. None of y'all up here saying y'all have
Whole
kids.
time you're speaking from a Nokia
Nobody
5, bro.
saying
What's
they have
going on
kids.
here?
Do you
All
have
right,
kids?
can the chat hear them? Okay,
Hold on.
there they
Do
go. They're
any of
loaded
you
in.
up here have
Really
kids?
muffled. I don't know.
Like,
Do
bro,
any of
like,
you, do
like you're
any
talking
of
from a
you
fucking Nokia.
question?
All
I
this
have a
screaming
question.
on a Nokia 5.
I'm not listen. I'm not screaming.
I'm so
Baby. Listen.
confused. Like,
I need
I
you
DJ,
to listen.
disconnect your
I need
Bluetooth
you to
device.
listen. I need you to listen.
We will listen, but you have to make your audio better so we can.
Right.
we will listen when you get a new phone.
Yeah, what DJ, all I'm trying to tell you is like disconnect the Bluetooth from your phone. It's connected most likely to your car right now. So I'm just telling.
I'm talking to you directly.
Or to the
There you go.
Toshiba
Any of you up
56 inch.
here?
All right,
Do
go ahead,
any
DJ.
of you up here have kids?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so how can y'all speak on what a person do with their child?
Oh my
Yeah. Wait, can I say that? Can I?
No.
Can I say that homophobia is wrong even though I'm straight? Can I say that misogyny is wrong even though I'm a man?
You've been running your mouth up here the entire time.
Are you
make
angry?
No sense.
Can we hurt your
You make no
feelings?
sense.
Hey,
You want to hit
DJ, I'm
babies?
answering. DJ,
I'm not angry.
I'm asking your question.
Because Jay had a very valid. He was very.
If you
valid
think
in
Jay
what
had
he
a
was-
very valid
Hold
point,
on,
I value
Jay
you
was
just
very
as much.
valid in what he was saying.
Hey,
Guys,
DJ,
when I speak on people.
DJ,
that
I
have
hear your
kids,
question. I'd like to
if
answer
you
it.
don't have kids and you're not raising them.
DJ,
how can you
DJ,
speak on that?
DJ, be quiet.
Answer you.
Girl,
DJ.
shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my
DJ,
God.
You're reckless.
DJ, I
You're
hear your
reckless.
question. I would
You're
like
a
to
bully.
answer it.
You're a bully.
Good.
The host
DJ, with
is a
all
bully.
due respect, I would like
She's
to
a
answer your
bully,
question
though.
now.
She's a bully.
Okay.
You're not
Big bully.
allowing people to get out what they're saying.
You're not allowing him to get out what he's saying. What are you talking about?
You got your panel up here attacking people. Let them people
No one
raise their
attacked anyone,
kids.
bro.
If y'all
Hey,
don't want
DJ,
to
can I
spank
answer
y'all
your
kids,
question, ma'am?
Listen, if you don't want to spank your kids, have some. Don't spank them.
I
If
think
other
she's
people
angry,
want to
Chad.
spank their
I don't
kids,
know
let
what
them
she's
people
doing.
be.
I think
Let
she's
them
angry.
raise their kids.
Man, if
You're
I want,
not
if you want to
gonna
enslave
let
people, then don't
Wait,
enslave people.
let's
But
just-
if I want to
let's-
enslave people, let
like
me
you
enslave
guys
them.
have
Tashika, let's
kids
just
that are
let's
going
just
to
let's just
school
let her yap.
unaliving
Let's just
kids
see how long she does.
because
it.
you're not chastising your children
I
or
did the
being
bidet,
disrespectful to teachers
Let's just
and adults.
let's just
because
let her
you're
go.
not
Let's just let her go.
chastising your kids. Spankings doesn't have nothing to do with abuse, baby. It's the way you do it.
For the love
I'm
of
gonna need y'all to
me.
really get some insight about
Hey,
that.
Karina, thank you so much for the $10 over Venmo.
But
Yo, I
anyway,
would
I'm
really,
done.
I would really love to
Because
see how.
y'all are
Hey,
quite
DJ,
ignorant on
DJ,
this, fam.
DJ. Do you know how many
You have a good
continents
one,
there are?
Larry.
Do you know how many continents there are,
You have a
DJ?
good one.
Do you know how many continents there are, though?
Do you?
DJ,
I do.
Can
That's why
I? I would
asked
love
you.
to answer your
Do
question
you?
that you asked
I do.
first,
Do you?
DJ.
I do.
So
Do
the
you?
first question.
And I'm asking you, do you?
I do.
That's not the question. We're talking about spanking kids.
DJ, I've
what
been
we're
trying
asking.
to answer your
Since
question
guys
since
wanna
you got
talk
up here.
about
Can you
people
stop
spanking their
talking?
kids, you have so much to say about Dean. I don't want to talk to you. Dean, you're irrelevant. You're irrelevant, Dean.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute her and just answer her question. I don't know what's going on with people today.
They got
but
spanked, Dean. Come on, dude.
Apparently, so the first question you asked, DJ, was effectively, why do we think we could speak on this given the fact that we're not parents? Well, I'm gonna say I can speak on bad parenting even though I'm not a parent. In the same way, I could speak on and condemn homophobia even though I'm not gay. Even though I could condemn misogyny even though I'm not a woman. Even though I could condemn racism even though I'm white. Right? I could condemn the Holocaust even though I'm not Jewish. Right? I don't think we need to have like personal experience in the context of these subjects in order to make these claims that they're bad.
There's no way she heard any of that, dude.
All right, I could condemn the genocide on the Palestinians by by Israel, even though I'm not Israeli and I'm not Palestinian. I don't have any involvement in that whatsoever, but I can say that's bad,
Yeah,
right? In the same way, go ahead.
Under that logic, anyone who's being mistreated is on their own. No one can help them because no one's allowed to have an opinion on anything wrong that isn't happening to them. I can't do anything for I can't do anything about child abuse if I don't have children or I'm no longer a child. Then I don't have children.
Damn, can children only advocate for themselves in the context of child abuse then?
Right. I mean, I think that this is a very common like emotional point people use in the context of debates. They create an in group and an out group, and if you're not a part of the in group, you can't touch on the subject. But in all
No!
Wow, they fucking hate Dean. He didn't do anything.
Do, bro.
Oh my god, bro. This app. I'm so sorry, Dean. If you want to
I
come
get
back, you
what
can do
two
so.
guys are saying, but that's your decision and yours alone. The only people that can
What the
speak on
fuck
that
are
is
you talking
say something about why are you so negative? That's
You
my
then
whole
came in here and cursed me out,
Listen,
you
because
big
I've been
bellit.
sitting in the
Hey, let me tell you something. Like,
I've been
no,
sitting
no.
in the comment section
Hey.
for a while, and you've been cutting
And you should have
everybody
fucking
off
stayed
and
there
telling people to
anyway.
shut the fuck up. That's not
I
cool,
never
baby.
said
I'm a
that.
grown ass lady. I
yet here you
probably
are.
can be your mama.
I hope not.
By the looks, I probably can be your mom.
I'd
I
hate
have a
that.
31-year-old daughter. Stop
Gross.
playing with me.
Anyway,
Stop
I don't
playing with
care.
me. Baby,
I don't care.
I got spankings as a kid by my parents.
I don't give a fuck! I don't care! DJ, the fact that you got spanked right now is showing why you have such a low fucking IQ average. We don't care. We don't care.
Good day. You have a good day, baby. God
You
bless
too,
Bless
for
your
the love
soul,
of Griminy
thing.
Trinket. Come on,
Bless
dude.
your heart, baby. Bless your heart.
Honey,
You're ignorant.
whatever helps you feel good about yourself, okay? Okay? Please. Please. You always say, I got spanked, I got this, I got that. Nobody asked. Nobody asked.
I said GAY. That's what got me.
Oh. Damn, that was fast.
For real.
God.
Jesus, dude. Anyway.
You said the other G word too, but it was that one that got you.
I swear, Dean could have came up and said the N-word 50 times and not a single fucking
This might
violation.
sound bad.
No, you're fine. You're perfect. Hi, how old are you?
Because my Bluetooth headphones are all over the place.
They're all right. You sound fine. You're actually the only person who's ever come on my live who had Bluetooth that didn't sound like shit. Hi. How old are you, just in case?
I'm 30.
Cool.
Wait,
So
no, sorry, I'm 32.
Why is it so common? Like past 30, people just stop counting. Anyway, so like, it's fine. My sister doesn't know how old she is either. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
First, I would like to say that, you know, this is really, I'm a debater at heart. I love debates. I love not arguing, but debates. And this has really got me through like a really good distraction through this whole infertility journey that I'm on. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate you. I'm happy that I could provide this for you.
The sucky part is we're usually on the same side of every argument. So I DM'd you, but I will say that since we're always on the same side of every argument, the one that I can point out, somebody earlier said that it's just overall ineffective. And I just wanted to speak on that because...
Wait, do you think it is effective? And by effective, like, what do you mean?
I don't have the opinion that is effective. I just want to debate. So,
I'm just looking for people who disagree specifically.
No, I'm saying in terms of that part of the argument, it depends on how you view effectiveness, because the National Library of Medicine defines the most germane definition of effectiveness of a punishment is whether or not it gives immediate correction of behavior.
That's what you mean. Oh yeah, then if in that context, spanking is effective. It's very effective.
Yeah, but like breaking your child's arm would be more effective in that context. So
It's not effective in the long term. Like it doesn't teach them anything.
Yeah, so like that's more so what we're arguing. It's the effectiveness argument. It doesn't work because it would lead to other things like that.
Also, sometimes kids still do it. Like right after you spank them, they might still do it.
I definitely did.
Because you're not actually teaching them why they should.
Apa mana? Kamu sukanya warna apa dulu? Ayo. Kak Fahmi ini pasti dari Jawa Barat ya Kak Fahmi. Soalnya nama kamu Aing Fahmi. Kalau bahasa Jawa itu kan bahasa Sunda. Aing tuh aku ya kan. Aku Fahmi, kamu Fahmi, aku Aing Deni. Aing Macan. Rau. Rau. Aing Macan. Ya, kamu suka warna apa dulu Kak Fahmi? Waduh, kamu ketiduran nih, jangan-jangan nih Kak Fahmi. Kak Fahmi suka warna apa dulu? Wah, kamu kalau mending kamu nonton aja dulu ya. Kalau kamu misalnya nih, aku lemes Kak, baru bangun, mau ngetik ini lemes, masih lemes, nanti ya Kak tunggu bentar. Oke, sambil nunggu, sambil aku sepil-sepil ya, kamu lihat-lihat dulu nih, kamu kan suka yang menyala nih. Nanti kamu kalau udah apa nyawanya udah ngumpul, nanti kamu komen dia, jangan malu-malu ya. Nih aku tak kasih satu dulu. Mana ya warna greyku? Nih aku punya menyala itu ada 3 warna. Yang pertama grey, abu-abu ini menyala. Yang menyala itu cuman siapa? Di logoku. Logo Aiko ini jahit ya, bukan tempel. Ini tuh warnanya itu grey abu-abu. Bisa menyala kapan Bu? Bisa menyala di tempat gelap kalau terkena cahaya. Nih ya, warna itu grey dulu, warna grey abu-abu. Nah, yang kedua hitam putih menyala bangku. Nih ya. Terus yang ketiga ini krem menyala bangku. Yang keempat ada putih menyala nih. Oh kamu, nih putih menyala bangku logonya. Nah kamu suka yang warna apa dulu nih? Kalau semua nih ada 4 warna nih aku nih, kamu suka yang warna apa dulu nih? Satu-satu ya, semuanya sama, bahanku dari kanvas sama semua, tebelnya juga sama, solnya 3 cm semua, warnanya juga sama, putih tulang semua. Ada yang putih bersih ini, cuma yang diputih. Terus ini anti licin, anti slip juga, berdecit juga kalau kamu makanya di atas lantai. Terus kita tuh dalamnya udah dijahit juga. Terus semua yang aku pegang ini cuma sampel juga, yang aku kirim buat kamu nanti, yang kamu udah CO tuh nanti yang masih baru, masih di dalam kardus, masih segel ya. Jadi yang aku sepel ini cuma sampel ya Kak, kamu jangan salah. Udah dapetin ini juga, nih sama-sama dapetin ini juga, semuanya tuh dapetin ini, kaos kaki dan juga stiker. Terus harga masih promo flash sale juga, harga juga bisa diskon juga. Kalau kamu tuh mau nemenin aku, kamu follow aku terus, kamu follow aku dulu, terus kamu tuh cek di live aku. Nah, apa kamu nggak seneng nih? Kamu suka yang warna apa dulu nih? Semua ban, orinya juga sama ori semua, real pick semua sama. Kualitasnya juga bagus, semua sama, semuanya sama. Yang bedain cuma apa? Warna. Ini tuh abu-abu atau grey, hitam atau black, krem atau vanilla. Itu kayak vanilla gitu, kayak es krim vanilla, kamu tahu kan? Ini putih atau wet nih. Kalau kamu nggak bisa bahasa Indonesia, misalnya kamu tuh kalau keturunan luar negeri nih ya, baru pulang ke Indonesia nih karena mendekati Lebaran, kamu mudik. Nah, aku pakai bahasa Inggris juga bisa. Nih. Planet. Nah, you want this is you want? Kamu mau yang mana? Ya kamu suka yang mana dulu nih? Aku sebut satu gimana Kak Aing macan. Satu dulu lah ya, satu dulu kali, boleh lah, emang boleh. Sepil itu boleh dong. Nih emang boleh sebagus ini, emang boleh sekeren ini, serial pick ini, emang boleh sepromo ini, diskon ini. Nih Kak ada sepatu. Kamu udah punya Aiko belum Kak? Poek Kak, nama kamu kok Poek? Bener kan nama kamu Poek? Aku mohon maaf dulu ya, aku kan nggak tahu nama kamu nih. Aku panggilnya nickname kamu aja Kak Poek. Kak Poek itu kamu udah punya Aiko belum? Udah punya ini belum? Ini tuh kamu ini tuh produk ori, produk lokal Indonesia Raya Merdeka. Ini kita tuh produk Indonesia. Kamu cinta Indonesia apa enggak? Nih kita tuh produk lokal Indonesia Raya. Terus ini tuh real pick, ori banget. Kualitas tuh kamu jangan tanya. Kualitas tuh oke, top. Nih 4 jempol nih sama kakiku 2 mana ya? Aduh nggak bisa. Jempolku tedik sini ser. Jadi nggak ini ya. Tak kasih 2 jempol dulu nih buat kualitasnya nih, kita nggak kalah. Nah harganya berapa Kak? Harga tuh kita tuh kalau normalnya itu 200 sampai 300 Kak. Ini tuh harganya tuh di bawah 200 semua. Karena apa? Promo flash sale di bulan Ramadan. Ini tuh bulan Ramadan, bulan suci, bulan yang penuh berkah. Tak kasih kamu promo-promo dan juga diskon nih. Aku udah ngasih promo, tak kasih lagi diskon lagi, tak kasih voucher lagi. Apa aku tuh nggak terdiskon tuh kamu nanti. Nih. Di mana? Ya di sini. Kamu nyari di tempat lain nggak ada, cuma di aku nih. Kita punya 90 etalase. Kamu bisa cek di mana yang kamu suka. Kalau kamu misalnya nih, kamu bingung lagi. Loh, kamu ini dulu deh, Kak Poek. Kamu kan pengen intinya kamu pengen punya sepatu kan, pengen ngidam sepatu gitu kan. Jangan sebutin merek dulu. Kamu ngidam sepatu ya kan. Nih kamu dengerin dulu, makanya kamu temenin aku di sini 15 menit bersama aku. Nanti aku sepil-sepilkan semua yang aku punya nih, yang keren-keren. Nih. Tak biasanya si model sing apa? Sepatu. Nah, kamu yang ini nih. Apa? Ini apa enggak keren? Rasa. Mau aku nek nyebut anu. Nih ya aku kasih ini dulu deh. Ini apa enggak keren nih? Kita jangan bahas merek dulu ya.